Cutting driftwood on the foreign shores, spilling out into the ocean floor, and the memories all you've left without a trace. Paralyzed with the thoughts receding, current sweeps you with the silent bleeding through the heart into the darkest place. Well, turn around, there's nothing to see here. Run away, no reason to be here. It's the ghost who never goes away. Turn around and leave this behind now. You see the ground as it bleeds in the sky now. You fight the sea, you're always gonna drown. All the secrets that you're holding, all the memories you hide, all the frail thoughts that echo in the corners of your mind, they won't even last a moment, they will soon be swept away when the ocean takes you in its arms and carries you away. You carry all your burdens on the cross around your neck. You take whatever's left that you could salvage from the wreck, and the hard past will follow you like a lost dog on the beach, nipping at your trail till you've drifted out of reach. Yeah, turn around, there's nothing to see here. Run away, no reason to be here. It's the ghost who never goes away. Turn around and leave this behind now. See the ground as it bleeds to the sky now. You fight the sea, you're always gonna drown. In the broken line horizon, in the castles made of sand, you tried to hold it in your hands, you tried to understand it. The ocean asks the questions, and it holds the answers too. It dissolves away the lies about the things you thought you knew.
Oh wait, no, I'm not ready.
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready.
Too bad.
Wait.
Yeah. Hi, Internet. Sorry we're a little late on the get-go.
My fault.
Atlanta traffic is a bitch. What you gonna do?
True.
It's Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
This is
weeks.
yeah.
You're like
This is
mesmerized by your
Carolyn. This
pencil.
is Carolyn likes pencils, and Atlanta traffic sucks. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back.
in 2 weeks. Sorry.
Be sure to follow us on all your social media.
for more pencil and traffic related content.
Yep. Roll for Trouble's all about.
You know, there's so many D&D channels, but how many pencil appreciation and Atlanta traffic channels are there?
You know,
I mean,
I
really?
bought, for my birthday, I literally bought myself a pack of new pencils from Target. That's how sad I am
You
in
know
my
you're
life.
a writer.
Untouched market.
I've had this pencil since 2011. Actually, 2010.
Don't tell us the pencil's tragic backstory because you're gonna lose it, Carolyn. Don't do it.
What tragic backstory? This pencil has been loved for eons.
I know, that's what gives it its
Anyway.
No. So, on our last episode of Tales from Syrill,
We were using more pencils.
in 2011 there was a pencil and it went on a grand adventure. Brian's like, this is not what I signed up for. What is
All
happening?
So, I don't think we have any announcements really. I mean,
So,
there's.
next week, no DM chats. 'Cause
That's
it's
right.
Susie's birthday.
Oh.
So we'll be hanging out with her.
So
Next Sunday, we're having River of Tracel.
which is the second to last episode ever of it.
Oh.
And then
It's the
next,
penultimate episode.
that
$5
Monday,
words.
Susie will be finishing the Nightmares from the Deep Sirens call game that got unceremoniously cut short during the storms last Monday. We were like, seriously, like 5 minutes from the
away.
ending, and it was just like, bleep.
I was so
I
disappointed.
know, Brian's in the chat like, where's
happened?
the ending? What happened? And then we're just
How
like, this
dare-
channel has gone offline. And we're like, yeah!
So
It was hilarious, but
So
also
yes,
really sad.
she will pick up with that, and I do not know what she's going to play after that.
maybe she starts the third one.
Yeah,
Is
there
there a
are,
third one?
there
That's
are,
what she said.
yeah, there are.
Oh shit!
There are a ton of those
That'd be
games,
cool.
Carolyn.
Oh shit!
That's literally what she said.
Yeah, but yeah, so Susie
You have
went,
more insider information than I do.
Susie went back and literally played through the second game completely again and got up to about the point that the power went out. So we should be able to pick up from there. So if you missed the ending of that game, you'll get to see the beautiful cinematic masterpiece
Alright.
that is that trash fire game that we love and know.
Love and know so well.
We're really selling that game, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good shit. It's good shit.
It's a good trash fire that you like to watch burn.
Yeah.
You mean like our D&D campaign?
Yeah,
We're coming up on the end of June.
we are.
Moving into July, so it's holy fucking shit. I don't know if anyone cares or not, but I've been going through the YouTube channel trying to get some of that all organized for you guys.
Well,
so-
shortly after you started that, we got like 4 comments on random videos. All about Strahd. It's somebody else who's obsessed with Strahd.
Yeah.
So they were like, I'm so glad someone else loves Strahd! So it's really funny.
It was a Susie dummy account.
Yeah. I'm putting my bets there.
I need to actually send the comments to Susie so that she can respond and, have a nice chat about Strahd.
But yeah, I was going through and actually doing thumbnails for all the videos rather than it just having us in random weird poses going. Little
That's a good look. Crop that one for later.
I will.
But yeah, so we were working on getting River of Tracel up to speed.
Yeah, there's a couple episodes that are missing.
So
I gotta find them.
we're gonna work on that.
lost
But that's
some
probably not
intro.
the only thing. Everything else, hopefully by either end of week or next in 2 weeks, I should have everything thumbnailed.
2 weeks. For having no announcements, we had a shit ton of announcements.
Oh, and the tarot card thing, the Oracle deck
Yes!
that I helped out with,
And I'm
is
back.
wrapping up. So if you're interested in it, it's an Oracle deck. It's all a bunch of potions. I wrote the interpretations for all of them. And that will be finishing up this month. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, I am posting the link in the chat.
And I totally plan on once I get my set to use them in chat. I mean, in game.
In chat.
Specifically in chat.
But yeah, they're all...
Asmodine, you have the 5 of Cups.
But yeah, they are. They're all potion. They're all potion themed. So they're pretty cool, and I think they'll lend themselves very nicely to use in D&D games
So I'm
because it's
excited.
like the potion of confusion, the potion of confidence, those sorts of things. So should be pretty cool. I hope.
We all drank the potion of confusion long ago.
I drink it every morning.
So yeah.
I think that's it. So
Yeah.
That's all for the
that's all
non-existent.
for our non-existent announcements. And then July 4th will be the last River of Tracel game ever. That's going to be the end of the campaign.
I just realized that I have to do a recap, and my brain is like, what did happen? Verity lost it. So,
That's the short version.
Ramdo got a unicorn. Oh, what?
I know,
No.
she doesn't remember.
I made out with the new unicorn.
Who got that gem?
I thought Susie took it.
Yeah.
It's not in her inventory.
That's because I haven't actually put it in there yet.
Okay, because I was looking for it and I was
That's
like,
because it's in my inventory.
you weren't, that's true, you weren't here and that is the pattern that the jewel gifting has followed. The person who was not there at that game gets the gem. That's been the pattern.
So I guess this
So,
next
like
gym
I
will go
said-
to MA.
It could go to MA or Brigitte, who knows? Anyway, so last session,
So,
Verity got kidnapped.
hushed.
Quote.
The
Didn't they have
party
two sessions
had
ago?
been asked to join Verity in the Feywild to take care of some business that his patron was requesting of him. When they got into the Feywild, it turns out that they learned of a deeper, more sinister
The universe is
happenstance.
ending, y'all.
The mortal plane, along with the Feywild, and probably the Shadowfell, but nobody cares about the Shadowfell, possibly will end up in a colder situation than anticipated, as the Winter Court in the Feywild is trying to basically take over. And in doing so, they are claiming the jewels of power of this Queen of Summer, and by doing so are swaying the balance of the Feywild. The group has been set to reobtain the jewels that were stolen or lost, and in doing so, they stumbled upon Verity's ex-lover and partner, who is the culprit behind some of the jewels that have gone missing. In one of the more recent episodes, Verity's lover played a game of confusion with the group and managed to convince the tiefling to come with him through a portal. And the party's big mad about it.
Shame.
And
I need
they
my little shade box.
and they have been working to go fetch the
They've
been-
right shame.
they've been working on freeing their party member. But first they went to the final destination of the Horse Lord, helped them with a affront that was happening in their lands, and were given the final jewel that they were after. And then they headed back to the
I was totally making my way
location.
to second base with a unicorn.
They headed back to the location where Verity's brother, Malleus, who had also been kidnapped by Lamore, was waiting outside of the area where the house was, supposedly, but it's invisible. And has been working on breaking some very powerful magics with which to aid the party in freeing his brother. And that is about where we pick up.
So I has a question.
You have a question.
So we said the unicorns had double our walking speed, right?
Mm-hmm. What took you 6 hours originally to get from there to the plains basically cut you in half.
Okay. Does that factor in the teleport as well?
What teleport?
I thought you said the unicorns could teleport.
Up to it's not that. They can teleport. I think it was like 10 miles or a mile.
That's a significant amount of time.
They can only do it like once a day. So
I have a question.
you have a question.
Or not necessarily a question, but at the end of last session, the last thing I did was send a sending to...
Yep. I believe you got that message back.
You did.
I did. I just wanted to make sure that...
That was
Okay. And then I sent another.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard back from that one yet.
I don't think you will.
Dun dun dun.
So I'm like,
Actually, you do. You do hear
Do
back.
you want some paper?
No. Keep the sword maiden on a leash.
I mean, I'd love to. So Verity's in there. He's okay, according to him. We have about 6 hours before whatever countdown dumbass had started. Before something happens. So, how's it going? Can we get in 6 hours? I'm gonna tap Malleus on the top of his head.
He kind of like breaks a momentary trance and like blinks back into existence. I'm sorry, what?
We've got 6 hours, according to your brother.
Hey! Why?
Oh, I should have this. I should have that done in plenty of time.
Okay. If are you able to still contact him?
I can send him a message, yes.
Cool. Just let him know before we actually bust the front door down.
Of course, you have to let me know when to send it, but yes.
You'll have to let us know because you're the one that's letting us in.
Right, I knew that.
I love Mallory so much.
Well, let me know when you're driving when you're gonna dive into the room. It's like you're opening the door.
Huh?
Wait!
Wait, huh?
Oh, that's right, I am.
I forgot.
Oh god, I'm here doing things. What?
What?
As far as I'm concerned, I think I still look like Malleus too. So, like, I think that was the last thing I ever said that I looked
Yeah,
like.
you have not changed out of looking like Malleus.
Which is going to be crazy if those unicorns show up later, and that one wants to start making out again.
God, poor Malleus. You're ruining my brother.
I just want to see a unicorn start walking over trying to make out with Malleus.
You're ruining my
That'd be
Whoa.
amazing. When they dropped us off, I totally gave Ellen a kiss for later.
Should we camp out and wait?
Is that his Brigitte?
Yes.
That would be a lot more
Nope.
straightforward.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Should we?
I
No.
think Brigitte asks questions.
Brigitte doesn't ask anything.
But she makes statements.
She really does.
Could you get any higher pitch?
Don't challenge me.
Yeah.
I know.
We learned
Would
that.
you like to switch characters? I can play Brigitte
No.
if it makes you feel more comfortable.
No, because then she'd have to play MA. She's definitely not going to be the strong silent type.
I can try. I can try. If you want to do that, we can try that.
It's up to you. Like
Strong
whatever
silent.
you're most
Love
comfortable with.
I mean, that's what he is.
That's how he is in real life too.
With the occasional witty one-liners.
I know. He just like comes out of nowhere and slays us all. We're just like, oh, this is a shitty house, and we're all just dead.
I told you it was a shitty house.
You didn't say it in those words. Anyways. Let's camp and rest then.
Tent time?
I mean, you can, sure.
We could.
All right.
I'm making my way down tent.
Should we like
Baking up a pot of tent right here.
One tent coming up.
homemade tent?
Yep.
Should we like look around or keep a watch?
We got
or
10 minutes.
Well, once we get in the hut, we're basically safe because nothing else can come in unless
yeah,
we
but
tell it
can
to.
we put Malleus in the hut? Not if he has to work on the door.
Will it disrupt his? Yes, it will disrupt his.
Because he can't cast magic through it, so we can't put Malleus
Well,
in
we'll
there.
put him like right outside, and worst comes to worst, we just
Yoink.
Yoink him in. Yoink him in.
Do
Yeah.
the cane.
yeah.
Okay.
They did in the
Okay.
olden times.
Ye olden times.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have a hut. Should we look around and see if there's anybody being bad?
Sure. I'll do a perception check
I
just
bet
to
Jeff
see
is
if
being bad.
there's anyone
Having
around.
bad thoughts.
Is there anyone out in these here woods that?
Well, I mean, we're like in the winter territory. It seems like.
Well, yeah, but that's the reason of being inside the hut.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good thing I learned that. Huh?
I know, that's gonna be
Got it.
really helpful.
Glad it came in.
because I think we'll probably use that quite frequently to have a nice little place to be able to stay when we need to camp somewhere that we're not 100% sure is safe.
Which is pretty much
Which is
anywhere.
pretty
most
much
places.
most places
Yeah.
when we're camping, because never know who out there.
Leoman's tank.
Walk and see this what do. Oh, I should make sure that I have that cast on myself.
What?
My armor. My mage armor.
Oh, you're Verity again.
No, yes, my me. Yes, sorry. sorry. I'm going to put Brigitte's cheat on here so it is near my face. So I remember who I am.
Okay.
So, what colors are hot? Because you get to pick the color.
Gray. Again, because it's the Feywild, I figured
Yeah.
it'll blend in.
Well, it's like a mountainous area with winter and stuff, so it's perfect.
Sure.
So,
Glad you agreed.
inside, I'll just kind of like slowly make my way around it, just kind of looking out, keeping track of what's going on outside,
Okay.
checking on Malleus, like as I walk past.
Okay.
Just, keeping weather eye on anything else going around.
Okay, go ahead and make me a perception check.
I mean, nice and adequate average 10.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Before you guys had actually settled into the hut, the chill that had actually settled into the area had started to cut a little bit and felt like it was warming up just a touch.
I'm gonna sit right at the door, right where Malleus is, and gonna hang out, keep him company, but also look through my book, see if there's anything I can do to help, even though he probably knows more since he's a wizard. And
Well, hopefully
Yeah.
not bugging him too much. Like, keep trying to talk to him.
like,
Concentrating here.
Yeah,
mainly
he-
just reading the books.
That's your.
You've never seen Big Trouble in Little China?
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about.
yes.
At the end of the key fight,
Yeah.
the long fingernails, and he crosses them, and there's a beam of light that's coming out from him, and he's like controlling it like a joystick sort of thing.
Interesting.
It's not relevant. Don't worry about it. Anyway.
Okay.
It's Big Trouble in Little China. It's always relevant.
So, Malleus is concentrating, and as you guys are sitting there, you watch, again, as whatever is surrounding this area, it's starting to break and slash to the point where there are holes that are literally maintaining themselves, and you can see through them to an extent. And you can see the exterior of what appears to be a very beautiful, probably wooden stone mansion house. It has very interesting architectural details, many of which you've never seen before. And over time, the holes get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and you're able to make out more and more details. Malleus is maintaining some sort of warmth because as he's concentrating on breaking this spell, he is sweating.
Working hard. I have a rag that I'm just trying to help.
Like a doctor performing surgery,
Yeah.
and the nurse comes over with the
Scalpel.
Push some snow up to him.
Does any of the architectural details or anything look familiar to Brigitte?
Make a history check.
This is my character.
Not Verity, because Verity is familiar, because Verity's been there.
Verity's inside.
Verity
thing.
is intimately familiar with this house. Oh boy, that was a bad suggestion for me to make.
Uh-oh.
Okay, 16.
Okay.
It's a negative to that score.
It looks familiar. It's not something that she's intimately familiar with, but it does remind her of home a little bit.
Is it familiar to me?
You can make a history check, sure.
With my knowledge of stuff
With me knowing stuff and things.
stuff and things and stuff. Oh, wow.
Nope. That's
A
nope.
6?
You've never seen anything like it before.
In my whole life.
That's nope.
God
I'm not looking at the architecture. I'm keeping an eye outside.
Okay. Alright. Time steadily ticking down. And about right around the 5-hour mark is when he shatters the spell completely, and you guys kind of get the feel of it's almost like a balloon popping. There's a sudden exhale of air, and he slumps forward. That was a workout.
Was it though?
God damn.
Oh.
It's like rude.
Oh, I'm sorry. You meant brain things.
Not my area, man. Brigitte will pull him into the hut so he can rest and safety.
There's a moment of indignant squawking as she yoink!
Yoinketh him into the hut.
He kind of is like, you could have asked, madam.
Why? She attacks him. No.
Give me a moment.
She doesn't tend to ask for anything.
I will still need a moment probably to just rest, and then I should be able to knock the door.
Will the people inside the house realize you just like blew up the...
No idea.
So I'll put my cigarette out.
But as
Getting the fighting posture.
there's a moment, and you guys are like staring at the door, anticipating someone rushing out. Nothing seems to happen.
I'm going to take one last look around the outside
Mm-hmm.
to see if I see anyone.
Okay, make a perception check.
Yeah, I want to look through the windows, see if I see anything.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Oh, you're looking in.
Yes.
You're looking out. Oh. No.
Correct.
Never mind.
I need to stop
This
looking
is
right
MA,
behind
not
Emmy's
me.
boots.
Those are damn
21.
Okay. So you saddle over to the
Snow
window,
makes them sparkle.
Fine. Yeah.
and you gaze in over the window seal, and
My nose is ill.
you
You belch quietly.
you see what appears to be a very nice den, if you will. The
like that.
walls are lined with bookshelves. You see very large pieces of very plush, well-made, upholstered furniture. There's a large fireplace made out of some stone, you guess maybe marble, that's gently going in the background. But there's no one in the room at the moment. And with that, you do notice the shelf or the mantle over the fireplace has several different trinkets, and particularly you also see a hourglass.
How much time is there?
It's like a pinch of sand.
Not very much. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Well, if my timing is correct, about an hour. I'm going to be like, okay, guys, just in case anyone forgot, I look like Lamore. This is the bad guy. If you see this, that's not me. Punch it. And for anyone who also forgot, I look like Verity. This is the one we're trying to save.
Is it though?
Yes, it is, says Malleus. He was taken against his will.
Sarcasm. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
It's
He's a
very
nerd. He
stressful.
really doesn't get sarcasm.
It's my baby brother.
Can you reach out to him?
Oh, yes. Give me a moment.
I hear a message in my mind. No, the other one! I'm coming in to rescue you. No! That one!
he points his finger towards the house, and he starts muttering under his breath. And Verity hears, "I've got the illusion down. We're very close to coming. Are you ready or not?"
Am I?
Are you though?
I don't know. The last time I saw me was 5 hours ago. I don't know what I'm doing.
Last time you were schmoozing.
Last time I was sitting in the living room. I'm not there anymore, so I don't know what's happened.
No, we saw a den, not a living room.
Okay.
Den, living room, whatever. What do you think Verity would be doing?
It'll depend on what Lamore has been doing.
Lamore has been basically trying to woo you. So.
Woo!
Yeah, he sure has been.
Basically waiting on you hand and
I'm doing
foot.
something for you.
We just heard him say woo. It's the air releasing from his flows of fat.
Okay.
Alright.
All right. We
Okay.
got it.
Anyone? Anyone?
Do you want him? Do you want us downstairs? Do you want? Are you trying to sneak in?
I don't know what they're actually planning. They just wanted me to reach out to you.
Maybe you should ask them.
So, Verity is inquiring as to what you're planning.
Well, what's he up to?
I didn't.
Okay. All right. Ask Verity what he's doing, where they are, and if it's easy to get to where they are from the front door.
Okay. The one in the shiny armor asks, "Where are you?
One in the
What
shiny
are
armor,
you
like,
doing?
come on.
And is it easy to get to you from the front door?"
I'm upstairs.
Okay.
With Lamore.
Verity in the library with the candlestick.
Being
Candlestick.
serenaded. Badly. I can get him wherever you want.
He relates that.
Is there any way that he could just grab whatever he can grab and just be like, tell him he's going to go for cigarettes and beer and, like, you know, just tell him to wait? Have him tell Lamore to close his eyes, open his mouth, and stick out his tongue, and he'll get a surprise in 5 minutes.
Oh.
Okay? Tell him to close his eyes, open his mouth, and stick out his tongue, and he'll get a surprise in 5 minutes. If he's a good boy.
Lamore, not Lamore, excuse me.
Lamore suddenly is here and it's like, what the fuck, man?
And if we can just have him walk out the front door?
So he
Have you
relays
ready for it?
this, and there's a lot of questioning
No, we just
overtone to the
If we have
voice
Verity
that's currently
and the
happening
other
and coming into
gems,
your head.
Oh.
He
fucking
says,
bail.
"Your friends say to grab what you can, tell gross thing to open his mouth, close his eyes, and stick out his tongue, and he'll get a surprise in 5 minutes if he's been a very, very good boy."
I don't know if that will work. But I can try to get away without him following me. I can't promise that will be the case. He doesn't trust me.
I relay that to you.
Yeah. I mean, like if we can get in to just be like, you know, to sit and stay, and Verity can literally just walk out the front door, then we could just fucking cheese it.
If Verity's able to.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And being, you know, with what Verity has said, you know, it sounds like, okay, he's, you know, so, you know, tell him you're going to go down to the kitchen and get strawberries and whipped cream. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
It avoids having to fight a dude that we know is kind of nuts, and we don't even know really what his powers are, and all this other sorts of shit. I'm still winded. You know, I could, use a nap. If we can just get the other gems and book it to Oberon, that's all we were asked to do anyway.
We can certainly try.
That's what I mean. I know, Brigitte, you want to go in and cut his head off. I totally get that. But if we're going to not do that.
I'm actually kind of against running away. Reason being is that I don't want you. While you're right, we don't know his powers. We also know that we probably can't afford to get caught in the chase, and he might have magic that we can't get away from.
I'm out of sendings. Can you get one to Oberon?
Sure.
Because we could just tell him, hey, we have these 3. We'll hopefully have the other 4 in 2 minutes, 5 minutes.
Verity only has 1
That
you are aware
That's why we
of.
told him to see if he could grab the other ones.
Oh, you wanted Verity to grab the gems. Oh, that is a completely different.
That's what I told him to say. Grab the other gems and we'll go.
That was not what Malleus heard.
When I said grab the family jewels,
Say that either!
You did not say family jewels. You said grab everything. You
Yeah.
didn't,
that's
you
what
didn't-
they...
No, I get what you
No,
meant.
I get what you meant too. That is
Post,
not.
like, I understand now, but when you said it, that's not what I
I just
understood.
thought you wanted Verity to ransack his house and leave him with nothing.
Why would Led care about that?
I know, that's why I was confused, but okay. So if we clarify that, Verity will say, he is wearing the necklace with the gemstones. I cannot get those off without him noticing.
Tell him to get naked.
He will not take them off even if I do that.
Have you tried?
Yes.
I don't want to know that. Well, then what about we just grab fucking Oberon and tell him, hey, all your gems are here, homeboy.
Just throw Oberon in the house.
About the time you guys are having that conversation, a person walks up. They don't look like anything you've recognized, but they take a sword and they put it in the ground. Everyone roll me a perception check?
I was waiting for initiative.
I was too.
Would it be a wisdom or would it be intelligence?
Wait, what?
Are we trying to see what they're up to?
No,
or
you're
what
trying to remember something.
What
If it's
the-
3, or if we're trying to see something that's like, are we trying to interpret what they're doing, or no? It's
Trying to look to
history.
see if you remember, if
History,
something looks
then.
familiar to you.
In history, probably.
History, which I think is a wisdom-based check. Anyway.
No, it's
No, it's
intelligence.
intelligence.
Okay.
I say I got an 18.
17.
I got an 18 as well.
I got
but
a 9.
plus
Oh,
something.
no.
Okay. So Brigitte, Lamore, excuse me. Why did I look at you and say that?
You did look like him briefly.
Like, briefly.
Brigitte, Jeff, and Raleigh. Did you roll
And
for
Lamore.
MA? No,
Wait.
did you roll for MA?
10.
Okay. Yeah, so you 3 recognize the sword that Brigitte stuck in the ground
Yes,
and
the
tied the
changeling.
changeling up to.
Cool, that's for me. Hold on, guys. We can go over to him.
Who are you?
Oh, I'll look like Malleus again. I'll look like Lamore with his pants down again.
Ah, you can. He kind of.
Please put that away.
I'll look like Verity again. So, we need to.
Why are you here?
I was asked to come.
So
Why?
we're about ready to go in, and you hate Lamore.
Mm-hmm.
We hate Lamore.
Mm-hmm.
Verity hates Lamore.
Mm-hmm.
Verity, this is Verity, by the way.
Yep, I recognized the description from his over-detailed.
Yep, don't want to know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, Lamore. So this actually might kind of change what we could potentially do, because now we could run in there and have 3 Verities and go totally nuts on this guy's head.
You want me to look like that?
I mean, you could.
He changes.
oh,
think I
it's
have-
disconcerting.
I think I have the hair right.
Well, I could turn around so we could see it.
Make sure he gets the butt right, because Lamore will know.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You're
flip
not
out
there.
and look out my butt. You know, like the butt is extremely important.
He takes a moment, he closes his eyes, and you see the ripple, and he shifts into a very, very spot-on version of Verity.
Great.
God, and with the new...
And then he picks up the sword and slings it over his shoulder.
That ruins the illusion.
Do I believe the fact that he's going to do this, work with us and not betray us?
That's
at the
where
end
I am.
Make an insight check. Ow. Twas many.
Jesus fucking
Oh
Christ.
my god, these dice love Brigitte. Holy shit.
I don't want to talk about it.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Holy shit, these dice haven't rolled below a 17.
Don't
M.A.
jinx it.
I just did just then.
Yeah, you
and then
did.
it's gonna be Verity's
M.A.
turn.
had a 22.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna
So
die.
M.A., Brigitte.
I choose to
you-
trust him.
Yeah. So M.A. and Brigitte are... They can read that he is willing to work with you for the moment because it meets his needs. Everyone else, you're like, I can't really... It's hard. I don't know what to
Sure.
do with this because you look like my friend and that's... What?
Okay.
What to do?
After we kill Lamore, what will you do?
Well, that would be kind of hard to do.
Hard to do what? Kill them more?
You can probably get him there. He pulls down his shirt a little bit, and you see he taps a small gem that's basically embedded in his chest. This is a gift from my master. She doesn't like to lose her pieces, particularly to death. Whenever my HP, whenever
Whenever my HP reaches 0, a special rule is applied, meaning that I gain extra hit points on my turn.
I can take one bonus reaction.
Okay, alright.
if I were to become in a state where I may die, which has happened once or twice, I become encased in a ice block that is nearly impossible for anyone else to reach but my patron.
I almost learned that spell.
So I assume that Lamore has something similar?
If I were a betting man, I would not take that bet.
Jesus.
Cool. Alright,
Well-
noted. We're going to have to subdue him, not try to kill.
Well, we've got 3 sexy-ass Verities that could run in and subdue him. Either that or we go full on Scooby-Doo. I had really actually thought about doing that. Like, you have one Verity that's, like,
Oh my god.
in there with him,
and
and then they walk out, and then he does a
God.
stealth check, and then the other one walks by into another
Oh
room,
my god.
and then I put up an illusion so that way he can't see me, and then the other one walks by the room, and we just totally fucking Scooby-Doo it.
Depending on which spell comes out of my mouth, there could be 6 Verities on the field.
Anywho,
This sounds very exciting.
God, it's Lamore's best, greatest dream and worst nightmare.
He
all
may
come
die
true.
anyway.
He's
Just
gonna
come back.
have a heart
Alright.
attack.
so
Anyway.
are we just going full on breach mode and then rushing upstairs, or how we want to do this?
Well, can my friend and I try, and then if worse comes to worse, we could send out a signal of, okay, then rush us?
What is
What do
that signal?
What
We'll
are you
figure that
trying?
out. Well, we need to get in there, and we need to get... Oh, by the way, we're looking for some... He has a necklace on. We're trying to steal
Yes,
the
I'm
necklaces.
aware.
Cool.
That is probably where we will have minor disagreements.
So here's the thing. I'm just going to lay it on the line. If Lamore actually gets everything he wants, which means your queen gets everything we want, everything dies. Everything. Just everything. Fucking everything.
You don't know no, that's not how that works.
We can have this discussion after the fact.
We're running out of time.
We have like an hour. Look, as simple as it would be like, oh, she gets all the power and she wins and it's great. It'll just ruin everything.
Let's not worry about the end consequences right now. We need to end this.
If I let you walk out with that necklace, It is not to be heard by a soul that I allowed that to happen.
Oh, that's easy. Yeah, no problem.
Would
at
you
all.
like to be put into a block of ice at the end of it? We can make it not painful?
Maybe not down that far, but maybe leave it to a fact where I am most with nothing.
We can leave you bound just like we did on the battlefield.
Excellent.
Yeah, and then mum's the word. Trust us. Well,
We won't.
this one's hard.
We won't. We won't be
I'll
in the
make sure-
Feywild that long.
I'll make sure that
anyways.
this one doesn't do shit.
Then we have a deal. And he extends his hand.
Do I believe him?
Make an insight check.
Why not? I need the rolls.
Nope. 6.
Wow.
This is MA again.
9.
Stop it.
9 actually.
Oh,
Her insight is much better than.
I get
her.
a dirty 20.
Okay.
25.
Okay.
Still not-
19.
And that's Rimduin.
Yes.
19.
Guess I
And
can
did you
roll
want to roll
for
for
MA.
MA as well?
MA got 17.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much everybody but Brigitte believes him.
Which is not surprising.
I'll shake his hand.
Alright. You feel kind of like a weird cold shiver run up your arm.
Hey, this is handy. Can you come and do this later?
Why?
What?
Not now.
He propositions everyone.
Ah.
He made out with a unicorn earlier.
Ew.
Actually,
Anyway,
it's all.
no, we're done here. Anyway,
Those creatures are disgusting.
anyway,
Sounds like Ram doing like reconsider. Anyway.
So, what is the plan?
Like I said, if we can go in, you, me, looking like Verity, and
Like, blows a strand of hair out of his eye.
we can see if we can triple seduce this dude to get this necklace off of him. Like, the actual Verity is ridiculous at sleight of hand checks.
Okay. I'm not.
Yeah, you don't have to be. We've got a Verity that can do it, like the original. But the two of us might have to, like, get naked and wave our dongers around at him.
hey Malleus,
Yes.
you said something about knocking. Is that like the spell knock, or is that
Of course, what else would it be?
just making sure?
You're just
So,
gonna go over and knock.
Girl Scout cookies!
Verity delivery!
just making sure because you never
Your
know.
Uber Eats
And
is here.
Is that a loud spell, or is it? Does it just unlock the door for us?
Hopefully.
I'm assuming you've used this spell before.
Solid
so
question.
Of course I have.
Do I believe him?
Make an insight.
The way you said it, just like, yeah, now I have to insight check it.
Where's K in all of this?
It's 16.
About halfway through.
Almost there.
This is what we're doing with our time.
I love it. This is great.
This is knock, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, that's the wrong person. Hold on.
Right.
That's the wrong person's stuff.
If I remember correctly, D&D, like the book doesn't actually say, so this is more like a DM
Oh.
If it's a
interpretation.
knock knock or boom, bitches!
Exactly. Or if it
Are we
just
Cusco or are we Yzma?
Or Crunk.
Or Kronk. Please let's not be Kronk.
That's my favorite part of the whole movie. That's when he's doing the
Aha!
James Bond thing.
It's the only K spell in the entire of D&D Player's Handbook.
What a proud honor for knock.
The more you know.
Let's see.
Now we just need need as the spell that makes bread.
Or you could need.
It's
It
called
could be a
Mage Hand.
defense spell.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I'm like, I guess you could do that with Mage Hand.
It's called
Yeah.
Mage Hand.
You could do that.
Now I want to
But
create
I would want a
Baker
need
character.
spell that like needs people to death. You know, just like
it does emit a knock noise.
how loud is it?
Relatively loud.
Everyone takes 45 d8 thunder damage.
No,
No, I'm just trying to get a game plan for how her
If we're
interpretation.
sneaking in.
Yeah, exactly. Like it matters.
it's like somebody coming up to a door and
that's a dude.
clunk clunk clunk.
I'm talking about her, the DM.
Oh, the DM. I thought you were talking about Malleus. Okay.
No.
Verity doesn't have any sisters, right?
He does.
Oh, we are.
He does. He has 4 sisters.
Well, where are they?
So
All
it does
over
the
the
mix
place.
sound. So if
It
we're
does
doing
actually
the
say in the spell.
okay, I wasn't sure because anyway. So
It's a relatively loud noise.
cool. So if we're sneaking in and if we're doing the knock thing, then subtlety is not going to be an option.
Mm.
I'm fucking tired of trying to stealth this. Let's just fucking go in and stab him. I'm done.
Oh, that's
So
the whole
do I
idea.
need to look like this or not?
I don't give a shit.
Sure. Couldn't hurt.
Okay. So am I casting the spell now?
Have you let...
Oh, right. No, I haven't.
BANG!
It's very loud.
So he does send a message to Verity and says, "You will probably hear a rather loud knocking noise. This will be my spell. I'm locking the door.
Give me a minute.
1 minute. Check." And he says, Verity says give him 1 minute.
Okay.
Have a minute.
What are you doing? Chink.
So
Yeah,
basically, Verity is just gonna be like, oh, well, I need to go freshen up.
Okay, sure.
You stay right there and hold that thought.
Will do.
And then he's going to go downstairs, grab the magical restraining orb that he's figured out,
Mm-hmm.
and he is going to go invisible.
Alrighty then.
And he is going to be waiting down. He is waiting like at the stairwell where he assumes Lamore will be coming down.
Okay. Alright. So excuse me. After a minute of waiting, Malleus.
Everybody's a little more.
I know.
I have too many characters in my head right now. Malleus reaches out and he says a word, and there is a distinctive against the door. And you see it. There's a shimmer of a field, and it.
And Verity will. Well, I guess. I don't know, because if he's by the stairs, he's not near the door, is he?
There's about a 15 feet difference between where the stairwell ends and the front door is.
I was gonna say you could see it right there.
Okay.
Where's the door? Where's the front door?
It's by.
There's this rectangular carpet,
Mhm.
Oh,
and then
okay.
you see those 2 lines. That's the front door.
Verity will step back and open the door wider.
Okay. And there's a brief moment after the knock, and you hear Lamore from upstairs go, "What the hell was that?" And
I tripped, sorry.
he comes around comes to the landing and sees the door wide open, and there's a moment of absolute rage that passes over his face. And he kind of does a quick look around, and when he doesn't see you, you all can hear it from outside the house. You just hear this enraged voice of Verity!
I'm gonna throw the orb at him.
Okay. This is not going at all how I planned.
Us
to
either.
DMing.
Us either, really.
Alright, so you
Stealth is not for
are
this mission.
using...
Fuck it.
Whatever it is, I don't even know what it is. Verity was fucking around and figured out how to make it do something that he thinks he knows what it does. He's still not 100% sure, but he's gonna throw it.
So you need to make a ranged attack roll.
With
Okay.
advantage because you're stealth
Mm-hmm.
or invisible.
With an attack bonus equal to your dex modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
19.
Okay.
Oh, okay. This is laid out differently.
Yeah, I think I have a different sheet version than you do.
Right.
Hmm?
Nothing.
No.
Okay.
right. D&D folks.
Right.
So the
This
you
ball would be
chuck this
invisible
ball,
too.
and as it leaves your hand, it actually becomes uninvisible.
Yeah.
And it starts. The bands are wiping, like expanding, and you particularly see his face, and you just see this look of oh shit, as the bands hit him and wrap him. And he loses his balance from standing there, and all of you hear outside of the house, dum 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 dum.
Oh, you made an attack roll. You're visible now.
Yes, and I'm going to run over and remove the necklace.
Okay, make a.
So he's at the bottom of the stairs, right?
Yes, he is.
We can all see him?
Yeah, because. So yeah, you all see that there is a Lemore. What you appear is mostly wrapped in these metal bands. And one of them is like around his mouth for the moment. And he's wiggling very like vicious. He's wiggling very hard against the bonds.
These are their wiggle worm.
And behind you, you hear the changeling go, "Oh, that's anti-climactic."
Oh my god, that's what that does!
Ramdoon will walk in and just stick the displacer beast stuff into his mouth.
No,
He's got a
his
band
mouth
across.
is covered.
Okay. I'm just making sure that
his
he
mouth
can't
is
cast.
covered.
Yeah,
His
I'm just
mouth
making
is
sure. 'Cause I
covered.
wasn't
That's
sure.
right. I was going to go in as Verity, drop my pants, and teabag him, but it would be an illusion. So even if he bit down, he wouldn't bite on anything.
Yep.
So okay,
So
so
I'm
you
going to-
kind of you push him over onto his stomach, and you go and you start trying to reach for the necklace. Go ahead and make a dex check for me.
Can I have advantage? Because I have practiced how to... I played with his hair and his shoulders so I could learn how the necklace worked.
If I see her, or if it's
Him.
It's been so many sessions since Verity's been here.
Yeah.
And it's extra confusion because I am playing Brigitte, who is a her.
if I see him reaching for the necklace, I'll tap him on the shoulder, say good work, and give him some guidance from the Throne Lord.
Okay.
That's all right.
And I'll say instead
I'm
of it
gonna
being
inspire
was it
him,
normally a
too.
D4,
Yeah.
make it a D6.
Wait, and inspire too.
I'm inspired too. So that's
So-
2d6s?
Strip that bitch. No, mine's a D8.
Okay,
So a D6 and a D8 additional. We'll say that.
Nice.
See,
Oh,
I
by the way,
was-
Changeling, anything you want to do at this moment? Is there anything in this house you've been, kind of, I feel bad that, and now it is two Verities just standing over him.
3, because the other
3.
Verity is over him.
And Lemore's like, he has this look of you can't see his face at the moment because he's actually on his stomach.
I mean, he can still kind of...
He radiates a sense of WTF.
Just tell the whole number.
You said just plus dex mod. 8 plus 10, 12, 16.
Go ahead and roll advantage.
I
Just reroll your D12 or 20.
was like, I was rolling a d12? Okay, so that's a 15, and the other one was an 8 and a 3 for these two, I think.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't have picked them up yet.
I know, I didn't realize I was going to get advantage when I picked
What
them
was your other base roll?
1.
So it was a plus 15.
Yeah,
So
so
30.
30.
Okay. So there's a moment of like hesitation when you go and reach for it and you're like, wait. And then like just instant focus comes over and you manage to go through this very intricate lock. What you is very, very small, but still you're like, I got this. And you pull it, and with a flourish, you pull the necklace free off his neck, and you hear him kind of. You guys see the necklace is now is in Verity, one of the Verity's hands, and it has 3 jewels within the setting.
And I'm going to shove that into the pocket where I have the other gem.
Okay. He gets to make 1 check. I doubt he will do it. Nope. Very close, but no. Even if he rolled a nat 20.
Wait, what?
In order to get out of this thing, you have to make a DC strength check. His strength is a -1. so he is now officially restrained.
You happen to have another of those, do you? Because we need to do that to this Verity. We need to do something to this Verity.
No, there was only one in the house, I think.
Well,
Verity is just gonna kind of like sag down on the floor beside Lamore.
the changeling pulls out the sword that he took from you guys. Well, if you don't mind, I suppose I'm going to get to work. And he's raising the sword, like, right above Lamore's head.
What are you doing?
I'm going to make it appear as if there was a very, very, very uncomfortable battle in which he was roughed up, lost what he was supposed to find, and I came at the very last minute, saved him, but also found his treacherous ways so that I can turn him into my patron for even more glorious rewards. But in order to do that, I do have to take him basically down to death. He'll be fine then.
It's all part of the plan.
If there's something you'd like to say, I suppose, you can do that. I'll go rummage the house. Just let me know when you're ready. And he turns and just walks into the house, and you see him just like pulling open cabinets and rifling through books and things. And basically he's like, and I don't need this, I don't need that, I don't need this. And he's like literally making it look like this place was trashed. He takes his sword occasionally and just like pokes it into wood. And
There's a nice library at Jolly. There might be books you
I'll be right back.
So,
Holler if you need me.
so we're entering full-on loot mode? Okay.
I mean, I don't know how long we want to draw this out.
Oh, I'll be quick. As I shout from upstairs.
it's actually, so I didn't draw it, but back on the back side of what appears to be the den, as I called it, there's a study.
Mm-hmm.
He has books in the den as well, but there's a larger
Library thing.
library that's basically in his study.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't want to be here like, well, it's a house. It could take hours to ransack. I think we have like a minute at most.
I don't know how long I don't know how this thing works. I don't.
Well, before you go ransacking, could you identify
already-
what this is?
I'm already gone.
Well, that happens. All right. Well, in the meantime,
You can yell for me though.
You do have identifier, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just I'll go over the. Oh,
Hold on. Malleus.
I mean,
So
I'm
yeah,
just
so Melly
upstairs.
hey, Malleus, get in here.
Oh, okay. Oh, my lord, what in heaven's name is going on?
You recognize this guy, right? Without all the bands. You...
Yes, I know him. He's the one who seduced my brother and then kidnapped him.
Oh, cool. So.
Yeah, partially
cool.
brainwashed and stabbed. Stabbed him too.
He did what?
Uh-oh.
Twice.
Apparently he doesn't have that spell.
Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, Verity, are you okay? You say.
Verity says
You
to
say it
Verity.
yourself.
Verity just kind of shakes his head.
No. Well, I know you're not okay, but you must be. Are you okay?
I think he's asking if you're physically alright, brother.
I'm not hurt.
We should probably go.
So do we want to just leave a little more here with this guy, or what are we doing
I
here?
doubt we should take him with us.
I
I
agree.
shout from upstairs, I can cast a hunger of Hagar over him.
No.
Should, do you have any like?
Hmm.
Do you have anything against our plan
I'm
of
just going to
leaving
say
him
he has it
with?
for shits and giggles because I can.
You are the DM.
So could you tell us what these bands do?
Yes, he rifles around in a pouch on his side and pulls out a little pearl. Oh! What? That is a ball of iron bands. Basically, when you use it, you can entrap someone. After a while, if their struggle is futile, which it looks like for him it is, they will remain this way for 24 hours.
So we can leave him with the changeling guy and be on our merry way. We could take him down to unconsciousness, leave him with the changeling guy, and then take the bands with us so we have something like this for later. Or however you guys want to do it. I'm just putting options out on or if you have any other options, that's fine too.
I'm still not interested in sticking around any longer than absolutely necessary.
That's fair.
I've gotten all the books I want. I'm back downstairs.
I just love imagining a drama. It's just like has like a
It's just a fucking
You
wheelbarrow.
have a
Hey,
bag
guys.
of holding?
Huh?
You have a bag of holding?
No, I don't.
Well, I would lend you mine so you can.
Oh, thank you. She's overjoyed.
Like mine's full of instruments.
Yeah, I have some pelts in there, but there's not too much, so I could probably fit a bunch of books in there.
Thank you. Yeah, she's overjoyed.
Oh, and Malleus, be a dear, and could you tell us what the rest of these gems do?
Oh! Where are they?
Verity.
Oh, my.
And then I'll pull out the other one that I have gotten as well.
He will.
That one means you can't be scryed on.
Oh. Yeah, do you still want me to identify it then?
Might as well.
Yes, please.
Okay. So he uses his identify spell, which I don't even know what level that is, but fuck it, doesn't matter.
I can do it if
It's
you
the
want.
DM level.
It is this. It is 'cause I said so.
Like, I don't think it's a cantrip, so I don't think you want to spend
No,
too much time
it's a
doing it.
Yeah.
You can do it as
It
a
can
it's a
be a
first
ritual.
level. Yeah, it's a ritual spell.
Well,
but
he's
it's
got
first
higher
level.
level spells.
Yeah, but
he's
like,
not.
that's 10 minutes
Yeah,
per.
first level. Well, mine isn't.
It's like, no.
Yeah, it's like it's 10 minutes per, and it's like,
Alright.
do we want to spend the next
so,
40 minutes doing these?
Well, I
It's
can
like,
do
no.
some too.
Well, we do at least know that we've got
No,
him.
because he can do them essentially instantly.
Mhm.
We do know we've got him at least for 24 hours within this thing, but I agree we shouldn't stay here for 24 hours.
Well, especially since, is that timer still timing?
No, it's gone by now. It's
No.
done.
Okay.
The timer was just for me, really.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if there was anything like outside
A booby
also
trap.
paying attention to it.
As far as I know, he never reached out to his patron about me.
As far as you know. So,
So, yeah.
So the first one is, he says that this particular gem gives you advantage on being charmed or frightened. Basically, you're shielded from scrying attempts. I think I might have changed the wording on it originally. Or with what you while you wear this jewel, you can choose your creature type from humanoid, fey, or celestial, and for the duration of the day, spells will consider you that creature type. The other one gives you advantage on all performance, persuasion, and deception checks. The third one gives you a +5 bonus to stealth checks, and you are considered to have partial cover at all times. The other one is has a plethora. It has some spells to it. You can cast Charm Person, Suggestion, or Fear, and with the jewel, with the charm, or with the
setting.
the jewel itself has 3 charges. He looks at the setting, and he casts the spell and instantly like closes his eyes and like holds it out from his face. And
Sorry, he said the setting was where the real magic was.
yes, it is.
Sorry.
Basically, once all of the jewels are attuned to it, you have more chances to use what spells are on the jewels, and you gain access to immense power. I would...
snap away half the universe. You know how it goes.
Okay.
Basically, it gives you access to amounts. He doesn't want them.
Cool. You're finished raiding. Is there anything you want?
I'm ready to go.
So I'm gonna go find the changeling.
I think Brigitte will probably look around too and see if there's anything she
Brigitte
can
grabs
find.
everything she can carry. And
Yeah,
that's
she would see whatever she could find that looked like it was potentially useful, valuable, magical.
not even necessarily that.
I can't believe we just skipped combat again.
I was trying to.
I have been trying to figure out if I could figure out how to use that ball and fuck him over
Like, I
since
figured-
he used that on Malleus.
Yeah, I figured it would do, like,
think
I didn't realize it would be
enough.
that efficient. Like, I guess the whole surprise thing really did a number there.
Yeah.
There's a button that you have to hit too, so.
You gotta push the button and really want it.
I can't really reach it. Hold on. There we go.
Yeah, you wanted it. Yay.
You wanted it.
Sorry.
Yeah, those are the
Um,
rules for the couch. You gotta push
it
the button
is.
and really want it, because they are temperamental.
I mean, I was trying my best to stealth, but it was like, okay, well, when you get in, it's like dynamite going off. Like,
Yeah. I was thinking that Nock did say that it made noise, because it's one of those that it's like, it's not necessarily a sneaky spell.
Not really.
Oh.
It does. The final part of it up at the top.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's
when I read
loud.
it, I missed it. So.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
really is.
Yeah, that's...
It's a loud motherfucking knock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
300 feet?
Yeah, because
Fuck that spell.
Hasn't Amsnell used that before?
No.
Oh. Somebody in the D&D game I've been in used that before,
Anyway.
because I was like,
I guess
what?
is Brigitte trying to do the loot thing?
Yes, absolutely.
Roll a investigation check for me.
Okay. 12.
Okay.
She's got a +2. That was better than I was expecting.
The reason I was trying to avoid a fight is I've got 4 level 1 spells, and that's
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Kind of why I didn't want to do the sending right off the bat, because.
Yeah, oh yeah, fair enough.
But, yeah.
But yeah, Verity is just sitting on the floor.
She finds.
I'll try to comfort you in the most awkward way, because I'm still kind of upset at you at the same time. But
She will find 14 in his desk. She finds 14 gems that are 50 gold pieces worth a piece. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
14
Okay.
gems, each one is worth 50.
Yes. And now I will. Just how does that see? Yeah, I'll make it 2 because of reasons. It's a 10, 16. Okay. Alright. And she also finds 2 scrolls. In the along next to them.
Okay. Okay.
Alright.
So who all is doing what?
I'm going to find the changeling.
Okay,
He is running around the house, basically making it look like a giant battle has happened here.
Okay, you're raiding libraries. You're...
I'm done.
Okay,
I'm
what are
reading
you-
through a book, one of
I'm
the books that was most
standing next to you,
interesting.
comforting you, aka and watching.
AKA keeping an eye on things.
Yes.
MA's doing backflips.
MA probably would have
MA's
helped
probably
Brigitte loot.
looting. MA is probably...
Probably should have said that and given
Yeah.
you advantage,
Oh,
but
well.
I didn't think about it.
I didn't either. Okay.
Because MA would totally be looting.
Yeah, Verity is going to at least roll Lamore over so he's face up and not face to the ground.
He looks mighty pissed.
As he should.
Um,
Stay mad. Here, I'll give you a cape. You can be
His,
super mad.
His eyes are flashing, like the magic. It's like he's trying desperately to cast magic.
Yeah.
And you can see
That's
the
another
flashes.
reason we need to go.
Yeah.
You can see the flashes behind his eyes.
Yeah. And Verity is just gonna say, you have to know that it wouldn't have worked. I can't let you destroy the world. And you can't let me be me. So it never would have worked.
You know?
He just
Remember before I fed you grapes.
there's a lot of anger
Hey,
right now.
Question: can you look at his clothes, make sure nothing here is magical?
It's covered in bands.
I'm making sure, like, you can look
Oh.
through the bands.
How would we get to them?
I'm just making sure.
I'm not there. Whatever
Yeah.
the fuck.
Detect magic.
So yes, his armor is magical.
Yeah.
Take the bands off, see what happens.
I have no plans for that.
That'll
Like,
be
I was
Yeah.
like, oh man.
Yeah, and Verity is just to be like, I'm sorry, but I'll never be what you want, and you're not what I want.
I think Verity deserves a high five
Make
for
a
that.
insight check right quick.
How big mad is he? God for my little ability, so I can't roll that. So that means it's an 8, so 12.
Okay. You do catch, as you're talking to him and looking in his eyes, and you say, "You'll never be what I wanted, and I'll never be what you wanted." There is this brief moment of sadness that you see.
Yeah. And I will, kiss the top of his head before I stand up. I'm just like, let me get my... None of these are my clothes, it doesn't matter.
So are we letting the changeling beat him up, or are we doing that?
I'm not hurting him.
Ed Rayleigh looks up from
I'm going to whack.
from one of the books she's reading.
Yes, I'm very pissed. I'm not
Yeah,
happy.
Verity is getting away before anybody does anything to Lamore. He doesn't want to see him hurt. He doesn't want to participate in him being hurt. He wants no part of it.
Okay.
He is walking out of the house.
Yeah, Malleus, he walks with you.
I'm following Verity.
Yep, I give him one solid whack and then I leave.
Okay. Go ahead and... I mean, it's a hit, because it's not really...
Yeah.
I think it's considered a natural critical.
What is he?
He's restrained
And prone.
and prone.
He's,
One,
it's not,
292.
no, it's disadvantage to hit, and it's not an instant critical because he's not paralyzed or anything.
And I know in Fort you used to be a coup de grace.
Yep.
They got away.
I used to
think
do
they-
those all the
I
time.
think they...
Is he considered paralyzed?
No.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what I
Okay, then no.
so.
then no. Because paralyzed, any attack that hits is a critical if he's within 5, but if he doesn't technically count as paralyzed, then no.
He's restrained and prone.
Makes you feel any better? I didn't hit him very hard.
It doesn't.
Well, I needed to vent, and I was hoping to get the smash thing, so...
I know, I ruined the fight for everyone. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry, because
I wasn't upset.
I say we all tried to avoid the fight, so
Carolyn is like, but it was gonna be cool.
No.
It was gonna be cool.
have I found the changeling?
Yes.
He takes 6 points of damage.
Okay. There is a...
Minimum, it was minimum damage.
There's a very
heart was a
displeased
minute.
grunt from within the bands. And you're out that minute. He is happily walking through the house and just like taking his sword and just swinging it into shit.
Like, hey dude, we're about ready to bounce. Did you want me to like stab you a time or two?
Oh, I suppose.
I can give him a mark on the head.
You're not there.
Needs to look like I'm true. I suppose I can fake that.
This is very Scream, by the way.
Yes. Yes, it is, isn't it?
This is very Scream.
Ah, the bad guy got me.
he,
Oh.
Like, well, I don't suppose you'd help me just ransack the place for a little bit, would you?
Well, we've kind of already done that.
I meant, like, actually physically make it look like a fight happened in here.
I'll cast
How about some fire? Anybody got fire?
I'll cast Thunder Wave 4 times.
Alright. Things get tossed. Bookcases have fallen over. The desk has been scattered into a wall.
Before it, I'm like, hey guys, there's gonna be some noise. I'm fine. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
But yeah,
Thank you for the heads up.
Yeah. There's he looks very well, awesome, very good. All right, well, I suppose I should see to my prize. And he walks towards Lamorne with his sword.
If you're ever in the material plane,
Sure, I think. Remember, no one said anything.
no, of course not. That's what I mean.
You promise he's not going to die.
Promise.
Actually, can't right now,
Dude.
but that's beside the point.
Insight check.
Probably not. But
Oh wait, I can't roll that low.
He's like, he won't die by my hands.
Fuck you, Faye. Very just
technically,
walks
the
away.
shapeshifter isn't a fae, right?
Huh?
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Continuing on.
Anyway, shall we,
Tally ho.
Howdy 3000. Let's go.
Verity's gonna rip off his lover's amulet and just throw it.
It and rolls and like rows right beside Lamore's face, and there's more wiggling attempting to get away. It's not working. And as you guys walk and head away from the mansion,
Close that door.
After you guys probably have gotten about 50 odd feet away from the house, there's a sound of an explosion. And you all turn and look over your shoulder, and there's this huge ice spike that has been has shot out the front side of the house.
Guys, we should walk faster.
Verity is absolutely not walking. He is not looking. He is just walking, not looking back.
And about that time, the wind kicks up. And you actually hear in your head, she's coming. They're both coming. Get clear.
We need to run now. The Winter Queen is coming.
Where are the unicorns?
Not here.
Ah, fuck.
We can summon one with the gem, but nobody's attuned to that gem, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, then we just take the half an hour to
No,
attune to
Ricky
it.
would have attuned to it.
She's attuned to the maximum number of magical items right
If
now.
that was the case, I would have attuned to it. I only attuned to one item.
Wow. Nobody has it anyways. It didn't get put in anywhere, so we don't have that gem. So.
And one unicorn isn't going to do
Yeah,
us
we
any
can
good.
summon one unicorn, so. But, anyways, that's what you get. Verity is saying, hey, yo, things are about to go bad.
I wasn't planning on slow walking
Yeah.
away from this place anyway. It was going let's just take a casual
Yeah.
stroll.
Yeah,
like
we
no,
were
like
running,
we're
yeah.
fucking going.
Can we find,
We're double moving.
Yeah, so we'll bolt.
Okay. So as you guys are running, you feel a cold blast come from one direction and a scorching heat from another direction. And you hear basically the clash of powers.
Hey, Verity, can we get those gems and give them to whatchamacallit?
Yeah, if you guys will give me the other gems,
Yeah,
I'll give them to the...
Yeah.
I'll find her and give her the...
Or give them to me and I'll thunderstep them to her.
Okay.
Do I see her and is she within 90 feet?
Sure. For cinematic reasons, we'll say yes.
After sticking the gems into
You're like,
the
get in the fucking thing!
I would
Some are
Verity
upside
do
down,
that.
some are backwards.
Verity will get all the gems, put them in the thing because he has seen how that happens. He's seen how they've been in and out, so he will do that and then give that.
And it's actually a little warm to the touch.
Oh god, it's too hot. Thunderstep right next to her and put the thing, the necklace over the...
You start handing it to her and she rips it from your hand and you hear her say, Mab, your time is over!
Oh.
And with the...
And I'm running off.
and it doesn't even...
I can fly, I can fly,
There's
Why
a...
did I do this to get to her?
I know, that's why I was like, you should have let Verity or the monk do this because they can get away fast.
Yeah, well.
It's not even that she takes it from her hand. It's more like it just kind of gets magic, and it just wraps around her neck, and the winter cold that has been biting at you for all this time in this area suddenly just gets blasted out of existence, and it becomes the actual neutral area that it was supposed to be. So you see the fields are now this verdant green of rolling grasses, and the winter's touch has vanished, but you can feel the power that is emanating. And as you guys are as you have literally jumped into the middle of this fray, a white...
This was a bad idea!
Why did I decide to do
I'm
this?
not the smartest person!
there's a moment where you hear this come thundering up behind you, and you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And this hand grabs your collar and pulls you up, and it's Oberon on a white stag. And he...
Oh, God. I just imagine Ram doing for once. It's just like, sweet Jesus, go!
And he's like, you mortals, you are so dumb sometimes. And he's in this giant, it looks weird because he's on a giant stag that has a very nice rack. And then he has a very nice rack too. And they are bolting.
Best day ever.
And they're bolting towards you, towards your group. And you see Oberon, and he has Ramduin with him. And as he comes next to you, he does this grand motion, and the unicorns pop into existence next to you.
Yeah, sweet. That's
And
nice.
he says, "Get on. We need to get out of here."
No shit.
I'm flying. Like, not figuratively,
Nope.
literally. Just. Well, it is the Cittern that's casting it,
Yeah.
so yes.
The devil went down to the fuck out of here.
So you guys climb onto the unicorns. You're still on the backside of the stag with Oberon, and you guys are bolting. And even as you guys are running at full tilt, you can hear the clashes of angry yelling, of power, of spells being flung about, and there's definitely you're glad you're not there. And the after what equates to probably about 30-45 minutes, you end up into the forest again.
Thank God this lasts an hour.
I-
No, shit,
I'm
this lasts 10 minutes. 10
So
minutes later,
you
I
start
just...
descending onto a unicorn.
It's been running underneath you the whole time.
Yes.
I'm gonna look like Malix again. Is it the one I know?
You're not sure.
What, do all unicorns look alike to me? Am I unicorn racist?
No.
I was gonna say you're panicked right now.
I don't know. On a unicorn. It's gotta have a calming effect.
But once you guys get into the forest, and Oberon deems it safe, he kind of pulls up and his...
Oh, Oberon, you think it's safe? Can we go another 100 yards just for shits and giggles?
Just in case, you know. never know.
if that is what you wish.
I mean, I also like being on this unicorn. Good boy. Go ahead. Let's go.
He takes you another 100 yards before he pulls up again. Do you wish...
Anyone another 100? Anyone?
No, I'm good now.
Okay. Anyone?
So his mantle disappears as his power slowly comes back to him, and he swings off the stag. Do you require help, friend?
So, I want to cut to brass tacks. Are they just gonna, like, destroy each other right now, or do you think that they'll bitch slap for a bit and then things will calm down?
Probably the latter.
Alright.
They are equally matched in their gifts now that they both have their powers.
Yeah, by the way, we did so much more than you asked for.
I'm aware.
How's Puck?
Better.
Better get a bucket, he's gonna throw up.
No. He warned me of the oncoming queen, and I went to my lady, and we ride forth.
Yeah, she was coming to meet me.
I do not know her intentions, but
Everybody want to get a piece of that ass?
She was gonna take over my pact.
that would have been indeed very interesting, because it probably would have really killed Buck. Anyway, I have been told to get you out of the Feywild. Your boons will come into effect once all of this tidies itself up. You're heroes of the Feywild, whether you know it or not.
Can we get really fucking drunk
I'm sure you could.
before we leave?
I could take you to my...
I want to get really fucking drunk.
We could go to my mushroom, and
I don't care where.
that would probably be one of the more safest areas to go. So, this way, my friends! And he leads you in the direction back to the mushroom.
Oh, good old mushroom house.
And he, as he walks in, and he kind of claps his hands.
How long does it take us to get there?
Plot device.
I want to talk with the unicorn.
A couple hours at least.
Is it the right unicorn?
Yes.
Hey, how you been?
I'm well, thank you.
Excellent. So we're like heroes of the Feywild now.
You are.
You want to do it again?
We only made out.
Oh, you want to make out of it?
You've done a great deal for us.
Look, I'm just trying to make connections anywhere I can go.
Right, sure.
Whether you know it or not.
Is it not good to have allies?
Right, that's what we're calling them now.
That might be a song of the unicorns.
I'm curious. Why do you not go by your real name?
Suddenly.
She's saying this all telepathically. Y'all don't hear it.
Damn.
As we all turn our heads.
Oh, like you ever
Like we ever
thought
thought
that
Jeff
was
was
my
his
real
real
name.
I mean,
No, I mean
Duh.
we turn and look because we're curious to know.
yeah.
Well, this is all in my
Telepath.
head, not yours.
Yeah.
So we're like la la la.
Yep. None of you know that question was asked.
No, I'm gonna say,
Oh, wow.
you're in the Feywild. You know that damn well that it's a bad idea to go by your real name.
Well, you're not Faye.
Am I not?
No. I'm not.
Actually, there's
Really?
like a
I'm
feat
not?
where you can get like Fey traits, and I've kind of been looking at it. I've hung around with enough Fey to know better.
I suppose. Not even your allies.
Oh, definitely not them.
You are a strange one. But I like you.
You ain't half bad yourself.
Clearly.
I have to admit, I've never met an actual factual unicorn. Heard plenty of stories, obviously, but your beauty, grace, intelligence, and abilities are known far and wide across the plains.
Occasionally we manage to make our way into the mortal plane. But immortals are too chaotic sometimes.
Oh, if you're afraid of chaos, you definitely want to stay away from us.
But,
That shit follows us like a stain.
well, for the heroes of my homeworld, I suppose I can manage.
So how long have you been a unicorn?
My whole life.
Yeah, we're kind of crazy and all that. By the way, is people tell of unicorns, but I've never actually gotten to know one before. I, by trade, am a bard, a musician.
Mm-hmm.
I have made it my lifelong quest to learn as many songs, as many tales, as many sounds as possible. Anyway, I realize that I'm asking a lot. Do your people have a song, have a language, have a sound?
Nay.
You choked Brian briefly.
Sorry, I wasn't aware.
That was A+ Amanda. A+.
I mean, Emma's not here. You gotta.
I know, you gotta do it for
I
him.
gotta do it for him.
You okay?
Sorry, I wasn't aware.
That was amazing.
Sorry.
Oh my
You
God.
okay?
Oh my God, that was amazing. Holy cow. I'm so glad I was back for that. Whew.
That's you get another. You get
Double fistal.
Wow.
Yes, that was awesome.
Well played.
Double fit. Oh.
I know, as I started saying it, I was like, well, I'm committed now.
That's awesome. Sorry, continue.
Anyways.
There's a pause. I do not know that I have what you seek.
Well, at the very least, once we get to the house, I'm planning on putting on a show. So,
A show or?
a little from column A, a little from column B.
Oh, okay.
I'm still tired, but I'm not,
I'm not
I'm
dead.
in the mood to help you, dude.
Then I look
Call
forward
me
to
Colby.
watching. And I will take the tales to my people.
wonderful.
And maybe we shall be inspired and have something more to give you when you call upon us.
That's amazing. Is this good at all? I don't know.
Yes,
I
actually,
don't
it's-
actually ride horses very
It's
often.
wonderful. If you could actually go a little further up. Yeah, perfect. No scratch. Oh, God, thank you. Humans have fingers.
Now that you say that, I can only imagine how they
Yeah, that's why they drop on their back and do the wiggle.
Do the wiggle.
I don't blame them.
I'm going to be scratching all over this unicorn on the way back. Everyone else is gonna be like, "What the fuck's going on over there?"
We're like,
All the
You're just
unicorns are
watching
like,
like Jeff's getting really acquainted with his unicorn.
Yeah.
all the others just
are like
put
super jelly.
insight check. They're all jealous.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna notice my unicorn's getting a little jealous. I'm gonna give it's Gala's getting a little jealous. I'm gonna pat her and scratch a little bit.
She's much appreciated.
Okay.
Verity is pretty much completely silent the entire ride.
Be careful with the.
Oh, I'm not pushing.
Yeah.
Being delicate.
Yeah.
It's like that
It
stuff
will break.
will break like mad.
Yep, I've done it.
She's broken her poor goblin's
Yeah,
arm
that's
like
what I'm.
3
Like,
times.
that's what I'm thinking about.
It was hilarious. She's like, I'm just gonna gently paint. Pop! Oh,
She was cleaning Flash. She was cleaning Flash off with an X-Acto knife, and I was like, "Okay, make sure you're very careful." She's like, "Doink!"
And then it was just its arm on the ground.
Tink, 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 tink. That wasn't Flash.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a big piece of, that's an arm.
That's an arm.
That's an
with
arm with a big flask on
Yeah,
it.
that's an arm with a flask. Anyway,
Uh,
okay, so it takes you a couple hours, but you guys do get back to Oberon's
Mushroom.
mushroom and his court is where he's looking for. And he, with a couple of claps, instantly there is food and drink, ample performance.
Burping.
Yes, I
I
tea
mean, it
apparently.
goes with the drink.
It's
There's food and drink and.
Look, I've had a lot of tea today. Okay. But yeah, you guys are instantly, again, basically where you started this whole thing. You are enthralled with a party like none other. And you are provided with food, drink, lodging, whatever you so desire. And I think that's where we're going to take a break for about 10-15 minutes. And when we come back,
Go ahead and play the song.
or
Because I imagine you're putting on a show.
Yeah, even though
Okay.
I'm tired. What do I want? We'll do something little later.
Verity is essentially just going to smuggle a bunch of alcohol up to his room. And sneak away. Especially now that I can be invisible. I'm unstoppable.
So that's something Verity learned.
I got
That's
it.
nice.
Yeah, winning level.
I was between that one and mirror image, and I think invisible is going to be slightly more useful. But mirror image, there could be 3 verities.
I'm just imagining unicorns in the audience.
Yeah, the unicorn's horns lighting up and
strobe lights.
yes, they're swaying like lighters.
They got a wolf in the air.
Is there anything anyone else wants to do at the party?
Nope.
Hey, Darley,
Pardon?
is there anything else you want to do at the party?
I'm at the bar, hanging out and reading one of my new books. Drinking, maybe chatting with somebody next to me, just intermittently.
Advantage because of the guitar, disadvantage because I'm tired.
So, straight roll.
That's still going to be a 29.
Even exhausted, you put on a damn fine show.
Yeah, I rolled an
Yep.
18.
Nice.
Polar Bear proudly rolls Kraken dice for all my dice rolling needs. Kraken dice.
This half-pound Goliath.
I was worried you injured yourself when you rolled.
I'm just thrilled at a 29. That's goddamn amazing.
That's awesome.
So yeah, you have the unicorns basically like prancing around. They're like in a little circle, just like doing like their own thing. A lot of the other fae are joining in circles of dancing and revelry. They love it. They are eating it up.
The song's in praise of Bacchus, so...
That's appropriate.
Yep. The wine keeps flowing. The grapes keep getting eat. The cheese is on par. It's great. So.
Okay, break.
Break.
And when we come back, we will pick up and
Rain doing what you do.
come to the final conclusion of this here arc.
You drinking?
Yeah, Verity is just hiding in his room getting as drunk as possible.
Drink in excess.
No.
Alright, we'll be back.
We'll be back in a minute.
Drinks, but just
rotting driftwood on the foreign shores, spilling out into the ocean floor, and the memories all you've left without a trace. Paralyzed with the thoughts receding, current sweeps you with the silent bleeding through the heart into the darkest place. Well, turn around, there's nothing to see here. Run away, no reason to be here. It's the ghost who never goes away. Turn around and leave this behind now. You see the ground as it bleeds in the sky now. You fight the sea, you're always gonna drown. All the secrets that you're holding, all the memories you hide, all the frail thoughts that echo in the corners of your mind, they won't even last a moment, they will soon be swept away when the ocean takes you in its arms and carries you away. You carry all your burdens on the cross around your neck. You take whatever's left that you could salvage from the wreck, and the hard past will follow you like a lost dog on the beach, nipping at your trail till you've drifted out of reach. Yeah, turn around, there's nothing to see here. Run away, no reason to be here. It's the ghost who never goes away. Turn around and leave this behind now. See the ground as it bleeds to the sky now. You fight the sea, you're always gonna drown. In a broken line horizon, and the castle's made of sand, you tried to hold it in your hands, you tried to understand it. The ocean asks the questions, and it holds the answers too. It dissolves away the lies about the things you thought you knew.
No time was wasted in assembling a squad. This pitchfork army on a mission sent from God. No inch was safe from Reverend Paris's brigade. Their crusade, their crusade, their crusade. Call the magistrate and don't you wait another minute, 'cause this town is going to hell if we don't put away the sinning. And we got no time to let a jury have their turn. Let 'em burn, let 'em burn, let 'em burn. The damned were crammed into a carriage on the square. Their faces battered and their bodies all were bare. The Reverend led them to an isolated hill. Time to kill, time to kill, time to kill. by one, their necks were snapped beneath the cedar tree. The spirits vanished and the demons all were free. They dug a hole to hold the devilish remains. They were slain, they were slain, they were slain. The town was safe from all those wicked dissidents. They could continue with their life of innocence, dispensing justice from a higher power. They built a church atop the spirits and the bones. Their moans were heard as they were laying down the stones. But the witches got revenge beneath that steeple bell. They cast a spell, sent the reverend to hell.
Rotting driftwood on the foreign shores, spilling out into the ocean floor. And the memories all you've left without a trace. Paralyzed with the thoughts receding, current sweeps you with the silent bleeding through the heart into the darkest place. Well, turn around, there's nothing to see here. Run away, no reason to be here. It's the ghost who never goes away. The sea, you're always gonna drown. All the secrets that you're holding, all the memories you hide, all the frail thoughts that echo in the corners of your mind, they won't even last a moment. They will soon be swept away when the ocean takes you in its arms and carries you away. You carry all your burdens on the cross around your neck. You take whatever's left that you could salvage from the wreck, and the hard past will follow you like a lost dog on the beach, nipping at your trail till you've drifted out of reach. Yeah, turn around, there's nothing to see here. Run away, no reason to be here. It's the ghost who never goes away. Turn around and leave this behind now. See the ground as it leads to the sky. the sea, you're always gonna drown. In a broken line horizon, in the castles made of sand, you tried to hold it in your hands, you tried to understand it. The ocean asks the questions, and it holds the answers too. It dissolves away the lies about the things you thought you knew.
No time was
Hello.
Thank you for being patient with us while we grabbed some snacks and went potty. And so, the party had
Party.
they are
Dude,
currently in the
everyone's
they are
29.
currently partying. Yes, for some of them.
Party
Some
hard.
of them,
Most of the parties
mainly
partying.
Jeff. Everyone else is either getting drunk by themselves, enjoying a simple brew, and being Ramdooin.
Enjoyed a brew and then went upstairs
Solo
and took a nap.
brew.
Thank the Storm Lord for protecting me, even though he didn't have to do anything necessarily. I don't know. He might have been doing things in the background. and
Yeah,
I'll
he
thank him
protected
for
you
that.
so good you didn't even need protection.
Exactly.
That's the best kind of protection.
I'll be
Um,
meditating and
All right. But yeah, the party seems to go on well past where any of you kind of putter out a little bit. Even you.
Huh. Halfway through a song.
Yeah, he just gives his body just gives out.
Well, guess we're done.
And with you all get a long rest,
Oh, hooray!
I'm gonna push the button.
and
I'm no longer exhausted.
Yay!
I pushed the button.
yeah, you can push the button.
Push the button.
Unless we need to, I'm not going to worry about pushing the button.
Push that button.
I mean, you.
Well, for Brigitte, I
Oh,
can't.
okay.
I can't push it for Brigitte or Ma. She would have to. So unless we have
even
to.
on her iPad.
Oh, that's right. I have her iPad. I forgot. I
Get
can't
logged
log in.
into her.
I forgot. Okay.
Gosh,
I'm sorry.
I was so proud of you and just take it all the way.
Take it all the way. Oh my.
I said take it all away.
Oh my.
That's a Genesis song. Or maybe just Phil Collins?
Who knows?
Alright,
I'll have to
so
look
we
it up.
all take a long rest.
Long. Suddenly we're in the west. We taking long rest.
Oh well.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
I think it just kicked me out.
Whoopsie.
Anyways, doesn't matter.
All right.
No uppercuts here, please.
Oh.
So you have
That was just Phil Collins.
Okay.
It wasn't Genesis.
Good to
These things are important.
They are.
Are they
Okay.
though?
Alright, so we've taken our long rest.
Yes, I pushed the button.
I wake up and have another party. I wake up surrounded by unicorns.
sorry, Karen.
Oh dear.
I don't
Unicorn
actually have a long
orgy?
rest.
Huh?
I wake up surrounded by unicorns. I don't actually get a long rest.
Each of you
Even more exhausted.
find in the morning that you wake up and you find a simple bracelet around your wrist. And as you inspect it, you realize it is a band of unicorn hair that has been beautifully tied as a decorative bracelet around your wrist.
Unicorn here.
Yeah, so Jeff is licking it. Oh yeah.
It tastes familiar. If you're just now tuning in, you should not be surprised.
Surprised Asmodee hasn't popped in yet.
I know. I was wondering where he
He's
was.
probably at work.
Yeah, his schedules are not always reliable.
Nope.
We miss you if you are if you watch this later, Asmodee.
We do. We miss you.
Happy winter.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it is their winter, isn't it?
Anyways, so we find a unicorn hair bracelet.
And if you focus on it for about 10-ish minutes, you'll realize that it is an item that if you use it to cast, you can use it to cast Summon Steed once per day.
Oh.
I like this so much.
Did I summon Gala, or is it just anything?
I'm just sad that I didn't take the mountain combatant feat like I wanted to.
Oh boy.
So
That's my
Gala
gift
can
to
come
you.
anywhere with me?
You can summon them, yes.
Once per day. But yeah. Yay.
And I think I'll just say it works similarly to the Find Steed spell.
We see Rain doing tearing up.
I'm doing his tearing up in his room.
Oh, okay, yeah. We
Yes,
don't see
because
that.
I'm certainly not doing this in public.
Toxic
gonna
masculinity.
Focus
Yeah,
on it and cast
Pretty
it.
much.
She's already right here.
Yeah, she's like, what?
I'm right. Why did you?
Leave me alone.
You know that you literally watch as she blinks out of existence before blinking back into existence. And she just kind of turns and gives you this look.
I warned you.
You did no such thing.
No, I warned you yesterday about the chaos bit.
Oh, right.
All this forgiving.
There's just a horse leading to you very
Her back
heavily.
leg starts kicking like the dogs do.
But yeah. And
We're done.
that's it. We're done. You actually hear a knock on your door the next morning.
I'm
Wait,
dead.
is it a knock?
Or is it
Isn't it? Everyone fucking hears it.
Poor Vicar.
Just a rap on the door.
I'm dead, go away.
I would know if you're dead.
Fuck off.
I wanted to conclude our business.
Fine.
The door opens and the affable small little Puck that you're used to seeing returns to you.
Puck sounds just like Malleus. I thought it was
I have one
Malleus.
voice today, okay? Don't judge me.
I was like, Malleus is back.
Do you want a TPK? TPK? That's how you get a TPK.
50 DGK is big nice.
And I'll start bringing
Alright.
the unicorn figure
I actually have.
from Arcadia Quest. It's
I
not
think-
these, but the other ones.
I don't have the. I've got.
I think Susie's got 3.
Let's say I've got unicorns from Massive Darkness. I've got 5 of those.
Yeah, but those don't have little.
They do not.
Mounty
They do not have
things.
places to actually put people. Also, I think those are probably larger than large to fit on there. I think they're probably 2x3. And 2x2.
Anyway.
We're doing this.
Do
You
you
can
guys want to go into my room and discuss unicorn minis and Carolyn and I can do this? Is that okay?
I want to see if these
They fit.
Okay.
I mean, did you have something else planned?
Yeah, that is definitely bigger than a 2x2.
Well, I mean,
It's
it's just
still
got the
pretty.
overhang. It's fine.
It looks like a corgi from this angle.
Yes.
Not that long.
I'm like, oh my god,
It's a
we get
poofy
to
tail.
ride giant corgis into
looks like a
battle.
The griffin one seems to fit a little bit better, and I have the other one that actually has a unicorn figure at home. So now I'll go hide in whoever.
You guys don't have to. I just didn't want to interrupt your conversation. If you guys wanted to continue.
You tell us.
It's up to you. I don't care.
Are you going to have a continuation of a conversation?
No, I was.
Okay. Then good. You can sit down.
They were ready to go, too.
I thought it was like not just like, oh, we're talking unicorn minis. So I was gonna be like,
No.
this is gonna be a quiet thing.
No. So yeah, Puck walks into your room, and he gives you kind of a good once over, and he's like, "Good. I'm glad you're okay."
I will say when Puck gives Verity a once over in the night, Verity has essentially daggered off most of his hair.
Oh shit. walking around with like a weird spiky do now.
Not quite. It's not like buzz, but it's short.
Jagged.
It's jagged and short.
He doesn't point it out. So, the deal was, you help my prince, and I break off our connection.
That was the deal, yes.
Do you want me to take all the magic away? 'Cause I can still leave that in place.
Does that mean I still have you in my head?
Nope.
You can just leave it as is.
He will hold his hand out. And he goes from being small to big again. As there's this, you feel this pull. And the wounds that you had open momentarily before sealing up completely. And not even a scar remains. He's done. And then he goes back to being small. And you can lie.
It's been a pleasure knowing you.
When you are ready,
Sick burn.
when you are ready, I will take you back to the mortal realm.
And Verity now is in the mortal realm.
Yeah.
And he actually gives a very deep bow. My lord. And he sees himself out.
Yeah, before he can go, Verity actually just like pulls him into a big giant hug.
He's kind of like frozen for a minute before he's like,
There.
weird but comforting.
With
What
the broom.
is
There.
He doesn't really say anything. He just is hugging him.
And he gives a, not necessarily a big hug back, but he reciprocates the gesture to an extent.
He's a little puck right now. He can't give a big hug.
He gives a little puck hug.
He gives a little hug. But yeah, Verity will give him a big hug. Thanks for keeping me alive.
And you to me.
But yeah, maybe having secret conversations about where magical world-ending gemstones are should be done in places that can't be scryed into for future reference.
Yeah, water magic is weird, but I'll keep that in mind.
Ramduin's crying on that room.
Ramduin's crying on this conversation right at this moment.
Me and the unicorn are actually just right next to him. I don't know what happened.
But yeah, he's like, I will definitely put that to my prince's attention. Mortal magics are different than that of the Fae.
Thanks. Like, for real.
And like I said, when you're ready, I will see you home.
I'll check in with everybody else.
And he sees himself out.
Billy? As he gets a text message and walks out of the room.
Verity gets an instant message.
Verity's texting him as he left the room. Look, you fake ass bitch.
Oops, wrong number.
My bad. But yeah, Verity will just kind of sit in his room for a little while.
I'd like to go on the record that Ramduin and MA raced in the morning and MA lost. I rolled it. It totally happened.
I'm sure May will agree to that.
Oh yeah, we'll
Uh-huh.
see.
Now you're just gonna be doomed to race every morning and lose forever now.
Yeah, well.
But you got the one.
Don't care. It happened. It's on
All
the
right.
record.
Oh god. Actually, Verity will go find Malleus at least. He's gonna go make sure Malleus is okay.
Malleus has been sitting, not far from you, but like sitting wide-eyed, and like he has a pen in hand and is like furiously scratching into like pieces of paper that he has, and small notebooks that he has, and is just writing furiously everything he sees.
After the racing, Ramdoon will be sitting behind Malleus, just apparently throwing things at him and seeing how much he can get away with before Malleus notices.
Okay.
Carolyn's like,
You tell me that some of the
"Alright."
stuff I do is like, why are you doing that?
This is amazing.
Hey guy, whoa. Ramdoon is a goofball.
I know, I love it.
Perception is a
I
wisdom
told
check.
you guys
It
this.
is.
You haven't
Well, then
ever.
stop telling me to not be a goofball.
How
Sexy,
long
sexy,
does
Because
it?
we've been dealing with slavery stuff, that's why.
Sure, fair enough. How long
That's
does
not-
it take?
So that was 11. That was worse.
I feel like it's fair enough to say that Ray has never seen Ramdoon be goofy.
Okay, so it takes roughly
It keeps-
almost
I
an
keep it under
hour.
wraps.
Oh my god, it takes an hour.
It takes almost an hour of you just throwing shit at Malleus's head for him finally to be like, who is doing
And
that?
I would be like,
I don't know, man. That's weird. What are you talking about?
That is also in wisdom check, isn't it?
Insight, yeah. Do I need to roll deception?
Sure.
I love this.
Oh no. I can't pull it off.
He's doing this.
Yeah. I don't know.
I got a 2 minus 1, I believe.
God damn.
Oh, you got 13, which was
I didn't do it!
It wasn't
No.
me.
He's got paper
No.
in his hands.
What happened is, I threw it too hard, and then I was like, shit. Oh.
And Malleus is just sitting there like, the brothers.
And about that time, probably Verity will be heading down.
After I
to
get caught, I
find-
leave.
Flees in embarrassment.
Because it was a competition between me and MA to see who would last longer and who would get caught, and it was me, so I
It was
lost that
you.
one. I got caught on that one, but
You would have totally lost against him, eh?
I know, but I gotta keep competing. That's what I
Teleport
do.
over there and be like, boop, and then teleport back.
That's what
Oh.
the Stormlord is all about competition, and I've got
Ah.
to keep trying, even if
Yep.
it's constant improvement one way or another, and even if I'm gonna lose to MA all the time, I'm gonna keep trying.
Alright, so.
God bless.
But yeah, Verity will go down to find Malleus.
Okay.
And he'll probably also see. He's not going to go as long as Ramdoon did, but he probably will just stand there and see if Malleus notices him before he says anything. Which, considering Verity's passive stealth, is
Yeah.
What's your passive stuff?
20.
Yeah.
Are you
2 days
invisible?
later.
No.
Yeah, unless he rolls like a 19.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
We can say that Verity showing up is what caused Ramdoon to throw a little bit too hard on the one that
Mm-hmm.
gets him
Okay,
caught.
there we go. So he turns around and goes, what the Oh, there.
Morning.
Hi.
You okay?
Yes, it's been fascinating. I have more first-hand accounts of the Fae than I have ever seen in a book before. It's fantastic. Not that you care. How are you doing?
We can go home whenever.
If you need to know about the anatomy of a unicorn,
I was going to
No.
say,
What's that?
Jeff can tell him a lot more if he wants.
No.
Verity is not doing that to his brother.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we can go home when you like.
I'm ready whenever.
See if I can find everything.
where do I wake up? Because I would have just played until I passed out.
You're probably probably on a stage somewhere. And then there are literally just Fae women around you, Fae men and women
A
actually.
stage somewhere. Is he in the same room that the paper throwing and the Malleus are?
I mean, that's probably like an outside bar, because I imagine a lot of this stuff happens outside.
Probably.
So you're probably
Like we've established that my unicorn is there.
So there's unicorn,
So
men
unicorn
and
fell
women.
asleep beside you.
Oh, okay.
So
And then just
everybody else as well.
like, am I able to get up, or are there people on
Yeah.
top of there? And like, there's just people all over.
They
It's
just
like,
decided to dog pile on
I
top.
I can't get up from here. Like trying to reach my bag, and cigarettes.
Nom, nom.
I can light it now.
He's not underwater anymore.
Will forever be an A+ moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hang out with this unicorn. Whoever the hell else wakes up.
This is a shitty thing. I hate it.
Already?
Verity will go around and try and get everybody and see who's ready and who still wants a little more time.
Didn't we negotiate for individual things as well?
Individual boons, yeah. Individual
We
boons
get individual
from
for Oberon, and we get one from Tatiana.
But I know what your individual from Oberon is.
Probably not.
That's
Yeah,
surprising.
you don't have to use a boon for that. Just a wink.
Oh, okay.
Well-timed wink. But yeah, Verity will go around and try and find everybody and see. I mean, Oberon was ready when we were here last time, so,
Uh-huh.
Anyways, Verity's gonna go and try and find people.
It's not far to find Ederali. She's not far from where Malleus is currently sitting.
You just
Like,
saw
next
Ram
door.
doing
And you just saw Rim doing,
Yeah.
ran away. And
Ran away in shame.
And MA is
M.A. bamfed away when I got caught, so...
MA just teleported away.
yeah.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Brigitte's being Brigitte.
Yeah, so, alright, so Verity will find everybody and just sort of individually be like, we can leave whenever we're ready.
I'd really
Probably
went
the
over-
last one you come across.
Yes, Verity would deliberately probably make Jeff the last one he goes for.
Well, it sounds like I would be just anyway, because everyone else is probably inside, and I'm not.
Yeah.
She's going to scoot close to Malleus upon hearing I've gotten so much information about the Feywild. You know.
Yes.
It's some information that I found, and I pull out some of the books that I found, and I'm chatting with Malleus about other things.
Okay. He is loving it. He is a nerd and loves sharing information and researching things. And he is willing to talk to you about anything and everything.
And she is right back, same
You-
thing.
You found a bestie.
You're gonna, yeah.
Ram doing like...
Nerd alert! Nerd alert! MA and Ram doing are in the background.
I start conjuring up a fireball.
Well, we're doing it out of earshot.
Oh,
obviously.
okay.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
can hear you.
Yeah. Still.
So you're gonna have to pry me away from your brother.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, after you've been like, yeah, that we can go whenever, I mean, he doesn't really care if you're talking to Malleus. He's not like gathering everybody into a mob to go right now. He's just finding everyone and seeing if there's anything anyone still needs to do, essentially. So, I can't think of anything Brigitte would want to do.
So you want to do an offering or something?
Yeah, I'll say she does an offering for Grandma.
Okay.
You want me to roll?
No, not at the moment.
So she'll do that. But yeah, Verity will just go and tell everyone, you know, hey, whenever you're ready to go, let's just meet where Malleus is, essentially.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna find everybody, and then I'm gonna go to find Jeff.
Okay. He is currently on stage. The unicorn that he was riding with is literally like laying beside him, and he's just like propped up against the unicorn, smoking.
Morning.
Hey. We going or something?
We can go whenever. So whenever you're done here, if you just want to meet in that main bar area.
Cool.
Good show.
Oh, I don't remember the last half of it, so yes. I'm sticky, so yes.
Doesn't matter.
I actually kind of like it around here.
Yeah, seems to suit you.
Glad you're all right.
Thanks for keeping in touch. I didn't know you knew that spell.
I didn't either. Suddenly, I was just able to angry text you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I probably went a little crazy on the first or 2, 3, 5 messages. I'm not entirely sure. I have an idea on what you heard, but not entirely. I mean, it just kind of happened. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you were worried about your brother, and I mean, I don't get it because I don't have any brothers, but I get it. So, yeah. I mean, I need to just write down the name of my fucking unicorn. What's their name?
Florian.
Florian.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can see Florian once a day. It's gonna be pretty amazing. I might just trying to figure out like that spells that I can see like how long they stay around and stuff like that. Because like summon steed is not it.
It's fine, Steve.
Find steed. I was also looking at her locate, and it's like that's not it either.
Oh yeah, because Brigitte has find steed already.
That's what it is.
It's
Level
one of
2
her-
conjuration spell.
One of her things. Isn't it 24 hours? So
I think it's until it.
until released.
Casting time 10 minutes. Services mount both combat.
When the
0 hit points, it disappears.
While you're shooting within 1 mile of you, you can communicate with each other telepathically.
Well, we could do that anyway.
Basically, until they drop to 0 hit points, it looks like they're with you.
Or you dismiss them.
Cool.
Well, I mean, I won't get you every day, because, I mean, you have your own unicorny things to do. But I mean-
Corny.
But I mean, it's been cool hanging out with you, so.
Indeed, I have enjoyed it as well. You should forgive him.
I'll leave you and your friend to say goodbye.
No, it's alright.
You actually hear like this very like.
Like, I figure in the last 12 hours or whatever, it's like, I found
Know
the
the
right
exact
spots.
spot.
Yep. Your nails are surprisingly clean for having scratched a horse.
For 12
Well,
hours.
it's a unicorn. So, give her some extra special scritches, and then just, like, pop up. And be like, I was so ready for that sleeping. So, are we leaving?
I was just checking with everyone to see if everyone's ready or not.
I'll shoulder my bag. On to the next concert. And I'll just start headed that way.
Okay. Ramduin, is there anything you want to do?
Wish you could have this bracelet before it was Griffin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tie a griffin feather to it, and that will make it a griffin unicorn.
A grifficorn?
A grifficorn. Don't dash my dreams, man.
No, Ramduin's ready to be out of the Feywild.
Yeah, depending on how observant Jeff is being, he will also notice that Verity has hacked his hair off.
I guarantee he noticed that immediately. Considering he has looked like you on many occasions and stared at you a lot.
That's part of what caused Ramduin to overshoot and hit
Yeah.
the smaller.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What happened?
Because he had been aiming to avoid the neck so it doesn't alert. But the immediate skin contact is what got Malleus's attention.
Yep.
Because he saw Verity's hair, is like, oh.
I'm just thinking of a whole Burt Kreischer bit.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else in the Feywild we wanted to do.
Man, other than our personal boons.
I mean, we maybe should just double check with Oberon about everything. Is copacetic before we leave?
Yep.
How do we get in contact with him if we want to use our boons?
Yeah, I mean that's. I think leaving without talking to Oberon is a bad decision.
Yes, I agree.
So is everyone cool with that?
We'll go up to his room. At least I'll go up to his room.
Oh man.
I'll just walk straight up there.
He probably is in the same situation you are, with like people everywhere.
14 people hanging all over the floor.
Yeah.
Nails and-
Do they not have STDs in the Feywild?
Oh, gosh.
You know, there
Cure
was
disease is a thing.
I'm gonna have to show you a post I found on Facebook that was very interesting about what counts as eating in the Feywild and the Fey realms.
I wasn't sure how to take that.
I had a whole
And-
smorgasbord.
Anyway.
No.
I'm right.
No, I said Verity had a fuck ton of food fed to him by Lamore, so. Verity,
I mean-
we've all eaten and drinking from the Feywild at this point. Eaten and drinking, what the fuck?
Well
I know. I was gonna let it go.
Supplies.
Eating and drinking.
Eating and drinking. Verity is hungover.
It's not hard to find Oberon because you've seen his
We know his room.
his throne, which is literally on the exterior of the mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
He was there when you guys first came here.
Okay. We'll head out that way with everybody.
Let's go see Obi.
So he's sitting there, and the stag that you guys recognize
Doing got the ride on.
is not far from him. It seems a little antsy, but he is casually just drinking.
Day drinking.
So,
Welcome, friends. I see you're all mostly awake.
first question: have we heard from the Queen?
I haven't personally, but if... I mean, look at it. It looks better than ever. That flower hasn't been alive in I don't know how long. Look at it. It's beautiful.
It's been such a pleasure being here with you.
Goddamn.
By the way, Verity can lie now, apparently. I can only tell that because he's not bleeding right now.
I don't know what that means.
I am not 100% sure either, but I literally just found out right now. So.
So,
How do we get our boon?
you ask for it. You say, hey, Oberon. I want the thing.
I wanted the thing.
So we're supposed to go, hey Oberon, we want your thing.
That's what you want. I can give it to you.
Oh my.
I would, but I doubt Randuin would want to wait that long.
That doesn't count as a boon. That's an easy get.
That's what I already asked for.
Are you reconsidering what
shit.
you want for your boon?
This is a small one. She says.
Yeah, it is
Oh,
small.
dear.
It is small.
She says small. So my thing wouldn't be a small thing. Yeah.
So, literally anywhere we are?
Yeah, whenever you make your decision, you just say my name, and I'll be there.
Define small.
be there.
Knew it was coming.
Yep.
Nothing that is,
I swear to God, if you say nothing that is big, I will fight you.
What's funny is that both Brigitte and Verity say that in unison.
Yes.
Unison.
I know. Who am I
Stereo.
being? Am I being Brigitte right now or
I don't
Verity?
know.
No one
no
knows.
one knows.
Both.
The world may never know.
So Oberon's like, there's a few pro crows, and I can't make anybody fall in love with anybody else. Be a little pun in there. Rule number 2.
Can't ask for more boons.
Bring anybody else back from the dead.
You can't boon for more boons. I want to use my boon for 3 more boons. God damn it, that's not how it works.
I want to use my boon for 3 more wishes.
That could work.
I want to wish for 3 boons.
So yes, you
make them
cannot
say.
ask for additional favors. And
He sobers up like that.
I know he suddenly
Sorry,
sobered
can't
down and has
ask
his
for
book
any more
out.
boons.
Yep.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Too bad.
I
Sorry.
know, I just imagine, Oberon sobers up, has a book and glasses immediately. I'm like, well, you can't do this.
I mean, when you're talking about boons, it's serious.
Serious business.
Serious business. This
I
is
know, I
all a
can't-
charade for my
you know,
human counterparts who
You
are
know,
here.
don't make deals with drunk fae. Or do.
Mm.
It depends on the fae, I suppose.
I mean, if it's talking about making deals with Fae, like,
Just don't do it. It's a trap.
there's a good chance that I've made a whole ton in the past 12 hours that I just don't know about.
No, that sounds like a mistake.
I
Nah,
know,
it's
Jeff's
amazing.
Jeff's gonna level up next time and be a warlock with an archfey pack and be like, oh shit.
When did that happen?
Oh fuck, bonfire. Shit!
I cannot alter reality. You can't ask for any more boons. But I can give you items. I could maybe make an enemy not be enemy. Or someone who isn't your enemy.
We don't want the Queen of Winter to be our enemy.
That won't work.
You just said.
But that's a group thing.
Okay, I just don't want her to be my enemy.
She hates all of us, but she loves you.
Got you!
I don't know what it is about that weird little bard that always looks different. I just love him.
I can't help it. I don't know
I don't
why.
know why. It's weird.
He hurt him. I don't know.
You're
Look at him. He looks so cute.
You're gonna be in your own love shack in the Winter Kingdom, buddy boo.
Okay.
Can Obi bring people back from the dead?
No, he can't bring people back from the dead.
That's what I'm here for.
He
Really? You can do that?
Yeah.
Eventually, cleric can, yes.
Well, I mean, you probably have. Do you have revivification?
Yeah, I don't have a diamond for it right now, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That one, do you have a revivify? Or yeah, that one
It's
is
a
the
third
one.
level spell.
Does it,
Raised Dead is 5th level, but that's
Yeah, different.
that's if
Is
they've
there
been dead
time
for
limit?
Longer
than a
than a
minute.
minute.
yeah,
Yeah,
revivify.
revivify.
Your revivify is if they've been dead for less than a minute.
You
can
have
bring
that.
them back.
Yes, I just don't
As
have.
long
the
as you have a
diamond.
diamond.
Yeah, I don't have the diamond for it.
but not longer than a minute.
Correct.
Oh.
After
After a
we
minute,
have
they're
to
dead
figure
dead.
out something else.
Or you have to get to a someone who has a 5th level spell of Raise the Dead.
And a lot more
And
diamonds.
that too.
Okay, that's good to know.
It's a 200 gold piece more diamond than the revivify diamond.
But yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, he
And then you
cannot
can
bring
get
people
to
back from
true
the dead.
raise.
Okay.
He cannot. We'll say so. There's the wish spell, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You can't ask for anything except we will just say that the things that are true for the wish spell he can do. So let me get there. Hold on. It was just there. Then I lost. So you can create. So basic use of the spell is to duplicate any other spell of 8th level or lower. So if you need an extra spell, you can duplicate that. You don't need to meet any requirements in the spell, including cost the components the spell simply takes effect. You can create an object of up to 25,000 gold piece in value that isn't magical. The object can be no more than 30 feet in any dimension and appears in an unoccupied space you can see on the ground. You allow up to 20 creatures that you can see to regain all hit points. You can end all effects on them described in the Greater Restoration spell. You can grant up to 10 creatures that you see resistance to a damage type of your choice. You can grant up to 10 creatures you see immunity for a single spell or any other magical effect for 8 hours. For instance, you could make yourself and all your companions immune to a Lich's life drain attack. You can undo a single recent event by forcing a reroll of any roll made within the last round, including your last turn. Reality reshapes itself to accommodate the new result. So, for example, we'll say the boon could undo a opponent's successful save, a foe's critical hit, or a friend's failed save. You can force the reroll to be made with advantage or disadvantage, and you can choose whether to use the reroll or the original roll. Okay. So we'll say that those are within his bounds of things to do. Yes.
Actually, I've already got mine.
Alright. What do you want?
Simple. 3 strands of your hair.
Do you want to wrap it around your thing so you can summon him and ride him?
No, I'm definitely adding them to the guitar strings.
So he takes a moment.
Whether it does anything or not?
He takes and he plucks 3 strands of his hair.
That's
And it is short, curly, brown.
I bet if he just would have asked, don't worry, probably would have given it to
Yeah, but this is like a show of faith sort of thing.
you.
So I'll take it. I'll get Lester out. And
He has short hair.
yeah, well, I mean, it's still wrapping around a guitar string. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah, I'm not saying like it becomes the guitar string. I'm saying they wrap around the guitar strings.
you're wrapping
Down
around
by
the
the-
G string, aren't you? I mean, it was obvious.
I love it.
I mean, if anything's going to give my guitar a nice warm tone,
Yeah, I get it.
So our practice bargain is concluded, you and I. Yeah.
if you want any more later, let me know.
Anyone else?
Hmm.
He takes. He has a drink in his hand. He just takes a big swig.
Now I want to get drunk like for real.
I think you can make that happen too, I guess.
So
if
I
you
meant
wanna.
out of game, but yeah. No, I'm good for my boon for now.
Alright. You know where to find me. Nice talking with you. Have a wonderful life. You have lives, right? You have lives. Have a good life.
You too.
Question
I
mark.
will.
Thank you.
Played.
Anytime you need me to rock your face off.
I'll find you.
And I'm hoping that you had his face on. And
I do.
That's like overall.
So,
It's womanly overall.
but yeah, he's happily just drinking. The party from the night is still going on.
Oh no, I don't want to go home.
We're trapped here forever.
No.
Do we see is Puck around?
He's just kind of off in the periphery. That's a word to say.
It is.
I mean, I thought you had it pretty good the first time around, but
I felt like I slurred it.
You were still
Well,
a
then
little
that would
drunk.
be in character.
Not for the DM.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
I mean-
whatever.
You know, that's a choice.
Not for this DM.
Well, Puck
Could be.
is over there. He can take us back to the area, I assume. If everyone's ready.
did we leave the area? Oh yeah, we did leave the area.
It was a long time ago.
We did leave from the area.
I mean,
And-
in game, it's probably been like 2 weeks or something.
Well, we don't know because time works weird in the Feywild.
Yeah,
so we
that's-
Well, I
could've
mean,
been-
like in.
Yeah. In here.
We won't know. Which
We'll
I
get
do.
back at 7,000 years in the future.
I do need to know how long you've been gone because I owe the
Okay.
pet watcher from the
Yeah.
mushroom.
Oh shit!
No.
10 million years in
That's
the
all
future.
I didn't think we'd be gone this long.
But yeah, is everyone ready to go back? Does anyone want to do anything? Anyone to say goodbye to?
I mean,
I didn't make any
Already.
friends, so I'm good.
If you want to go, you can.
no. So we there yet? Trying not to dwell on it.
Verity will head over to Puck.
He's like sitting on a rock and he's just playing with it. He's playing his pan flute softly.
Did you want to get a song from Puck? That's the song.
That's what I imagined was Haggard playing his little
Mm-hmm.
Hedwig song.
I can get that from Jimmy.
From Jimmy.
So he kind of looks up. Are you ready? I don't know what's happening.
It's in Russian for a minute. The Dragon Brothers are here.
Yes.
Might be.
Yes. Are
Question
we ready?
mark?
Is
Yes.
everyone
So-
ready?
He hops off the rock. He's like, "Whoa, get all together."
Everyone, I'm sorry about everything.
Ow! It made stuff to my foot.
Those boots, man.
I know.
Them boots.
Sorry,
Um,
Verity. You were saying.
And as you guys are talking, the Puck starts dancing around you guys playing his flute.
Verity's trying to make a very sincere apology with this full-on troll-lawing
Yep.
around.
And
He's
as,
like, God damn it! I'll just wait.
and as you guys are standing there, there's a moment where you watch underneath your feet, almost like this spark of magic, before it just like swirls out around you. And
Wait, did Tack come with us?
No.
Yes.
I forgot
Um,
about Tack.
I'm assuming that he stays with Brigitte, and Brigitte's been feeding him, so he's willing to go with Brigitte.
Yes.
Aw.
So he will end up back in the
So
morning.
we'll say Brigitte spent her morning talking to Tack about this. And
And
sorting,
stocking up on
And-
beef jerky.
talking to Tack about this and making sure Tack was cool with it. And Tack is on board.
You
Tack
said
is
it
on board.
wrong.
Tack!
There you go.
But what about Tack's wife and children?
Who
Tack's
says-
he's a young owl.
Why are you assuming
We're
that
gonna
Tack is
let-
hitched? Huh?
We're gonna let Tack go in a
Tax-
Or the
wild
tax prefers
oats
women.
and
Tax
mortal
3
plane.
husbands and
We're gonna create
8
horrible,
chicks.
horrible hybrid
Fails.
bay birds.
But yeah, there's
Invasive
a
species.
The whole
spark
polyamorous
of
community.
magic before you guys. It
15 of
swirls
them.
out around you, and poof, you're gone. And almost in like a blink, you feel almost like the world lurch as something falls away from your feet, but then comes back to your feet. And when you open your eyes and like blink again, the fawn is gone.
Well
It runs.
played.
And you are standing in
Ruins of.
There's giant robots and laser fighting all around you.
Oh god, get in the Gundam, quick!
All right, guys, we're now playing the Warhammer 40K role-playing game.
No!
And you are standing in one of the fields. You two particularly recognize this area as the pond, where a lot of the griffins sun up on the third ring of the Eyrie.
Oh, I remember that.
Um,
That's where I learned
And
the
so
songs of
there's-
the Griffins.
there's the waterfall, and you can feel the gentle spray of the water against y'all's face, and you are now back in the Eyrie.
Okay, does anybody know how long it's been? I gotta go get mushroom.
This is a really good cigarette, guys.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm sorry, everyone, about everything that happened in the Feywild.
Personally, I'm not mad because I got to learn a whole bunch and I didn't die, so. But that's just me.
But if anyone has questions, I'll answer them honestly.
Where's the fun in that? You won't get hurt if you lie anymore. Rambo doesn't say that. That's totally Brian. Rambo would say, what's done is done. No hard feelings.
I seem to be going through a lot of cigarettes.
He had Malleus.
Get it.
Well, I suppose if you're hungry, you could all come back to my place. I mean, you did help save my brother, so I feel like I owe you some sort of payment for doing that. So I could cook,
Pancakes?
bake, make.
I can make dinner at your place.
We could go to that nice little shop that's nearby, and I could get some pies. They make amazing meat pies. Because I can't cook for shit.
No, you can't.
I gotta go pick up mushroom first, though. That sounds good to me, though.
I don't know, man. I've been eating unicorn all night.
Oh
What?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
my. So,
Are you gonna put on a show tonight?
I mean, I'm back in town. I guess I should.
Where will you be at?
Well, I don't know. I have to find out. Because, I mean, I have no idea when we are.
Is there people, griffins, anybody's nearby?
anybody
gonna
that we
grab-
can ask?
When are we?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck you mean?
Just, maybe casually try and ask. Can you tell me what day it is? I think
Hi, I've been stoned for a long time.
I kind of, like I fell asleep and I don't know when
Please
it
help.
is.
There's an elderly griffin who's
Perfect.
Oh,
napping.
Granny Griffin.
I love it.
Hey!
Just picturing Applejack's grandma.
Oh, Granny Smith.
Granny Smith.
Just as a griffin.
Yes.
I'm sure the person taking care of your badger would have been able to tell you how long it's been since we've been gone.
Oh yeah, I'm
Do you
sure
wanna
they-
trust
if they're
them?
still around.
They don't know that we've been gone that long, though.
Yeah, but they don't know that we haven't been
I'm
gone that
asking
long.
Granny Apple what day it is.
Granny Apple.
Well, it's only.
She wearing glasses? Is the griffin wearing glasses?
I think it's Wednesday. Yes, it's Wednesday. About noonish, I would guess.
Thank you.
You're
But
welcome,
what
young
Totally
man.
doesn't. Question.
But what year?
So what day of the week did we leave on?
That's a damn good
That's
question,
a damn
Brian.
fine
It's a
question.
damn fine question.
That's a damn fine question, Brian. Damn fine. We need more people around here who ask damn fine questions like you do.
You left on a Wednesday.
Oh, wonderful.
Why don't we all go pick up mushroom?
Yeah.
Wait, so were we gone? Just
We don't know.
We're not quite sure yet.
So let's go just pick up mushroom and see what they say.
Okay.
If they're like, well, you just left him here today, and then we're good. Then you
If they're like mushroom,
Yeah, if they're like,
Then
it's
we
been
should
30
be
years.
concerned.
died a million years ago.
Yeah, that
hold
was
on, let me find the book.
that was
Grabs out this giant
actually that was actually Electra, the wife of one of the griffins we saved.
Ah!
She's granny now. But well, why don't we all go to pick up mushroom?
Get my purse out.
Malleus, you can go get pies and tidied up.
Yes, yes. I do look in a state, don't I? Well, don't stay out too long. And he toddles off to go back to his house.
It's gonna be like Back to the Future. He's gonna get there. His house has been sold to somebody else.
All right, let's go.
Biff Tannen is the president.
I know.
Let's go talk to the mushroom keepers.
Yeah. Okay.
Lol.
The mushroom keeper.
I'm gonna go see where I can play.
Okay.
So you guys, it'll probably be one of the 3 down at the bottom, like I usually do.
Will you let me know?
Yeah, I can text you.
I'll make it out.
So for those of you who are going to the pet store, pet holding area,
The littlest pet shop.
Yes.
Yes.
That's exactly.
the keeper turns and kind of is in the process of what appears to be tidying up the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Like it appears to be in the process of euthanizing. Like whoa.
That escalated quickly. Hello. Excuse me.
Oh, you just left.
Change
No.
of plans.
In my head, I'm
Yeah, we had a sudden change of plans.
Oh,
So
I just put him in the cage.
Oh, that's okay. When something come up, did you get a chance to do any training with the little guy?
No, because you literally just walked out the door.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Well, how much do I owe you for the brief period that I popped out?
A copper?
Okay.
or do you want to leave it here for training while we're in the city?
Yes. How much is it? I remember
Take care.
for my notes that it was, I think, 10 gold a day. Was that right?
Sure.
I mean,
It
You
is
could have
now.
said whatever
I
you
mean, 1
wanted.
gold a day, right?
It was a 1 copper a day.
1 copper a
One
day,
copper
right?
for every 6 weeks.
I think 10 gold sounds about right.
I don't know. That seems fairly steep.
That is. I
That
don't
is
remember.
really expensive.
I'll have to go back and rewatch
Really
and we'll talk about it later.
expensive.
Okay. So yeah.
We'll say 10 gold a
Ridiculously
week.
expensive.
Yeah, maybe it was 10 gold a week.
Yeah, there's no way it was 10 gold a day.
That's
I
a
was
little
about to
That
say,
was
like-
expensive as fuck.
It's the Ritz-Carlton of Pet Hotel.
Holy shit.
It's nicer than any place we've ever stayed in.
Yeah.
Mushroom comes back with like fists from he's been trained so well. Yes.
Yeah, but he's also like 85,000 pounds.
No,
He's been
yeah,
feeding him like everything.
Yeah, he's full on large. He's mount like
Yeah,
his
he's a
right
mount
arm is a
now. You
mount.
don't need a
Oh, I
unicorn.
get my own mouth. Yes.
You don't need a unicorn anymore.
No, I got mushroom. Right.
We'll say 10 gold a week.
Okay, so actually, I just popped back in to let you know that I wanted to see if Mushroom could specifically stay for about a week to get some much needed training.
Sure, yeah, I think that was the arrangement we made originally.
Well, I know it was. I
5
wasn't.
minutes ago?
I wasn't sure how long I was going to be, and now
She's
I'm
very
aware.
overprotective. She missed him.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I mean, I understand, but I promise we'll take good care of him.
little baby. Yeah, I'm protective. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and pay you 10 gold a week now.
Oh,
Here you
okay.
go. And I'll pick him up, see how he's been in a week.
Sure, perfect.
I'm going to deduct that now so that we don't have to remember.
All right.
See you in a week.
In 1 week.
Just doesn't sound right.
I know, it
No.
does
In,
not.
in
No.
a
No.
I will take you to Mally. You 4.
I kind of want to go visit the Dragon Brothers.
Well, let me show you where Malleus's place is, so you all
And then
know.
you do whatever.
Have another the most complicated.
I know the most
sale.
complicated store transaction ever. That episode was painful to watch because holy shit, it was like an hour and a half long transaction. It was amazing.
We'll
Anyways,
see.
I'm gonna go ahead and show you all where it is so that everyone knows where it is. So if we want to go off and do our separate things, we can because I have some errands to run as well. So I will show you all where Malleus's place is. Ta-da!
And
here.
Here we are.
Actually, next door to the.
Next door to the pet shop. Ba-da-da. It's actually probably not far. Malleus lives in the third ring, doesn't he?
Yes.
He lives. He's he rich boy.
Not
Well,
particularly.
he works at the university, so he lives near the university thing. But so I will show everybody where Malleus's place is, so that we all can go off and do our various errands.
Yes, because
What
I
we
would
would
like
like
to
to.
buy a bag of holding.
So it sounds like at least 2 people want to go to the Red Dragon Bros.
Oh,
For
do
magic
they
items.
sell?
They
Okay.
they sell magic items for the
They do.
most part.
They made mine.
I just imagine Ray like carrying her.
I know, just like 400
No, they're
books.
still in my
Oh, no, I mean just in
Oh.
general. So I think I needed a bag of holding.
We get in a fight, I'm just gonna start throwing books at
Yeah.
you out of my bag.
Ray just like.
Her running after them to come like them.
She really would. No.
I know, you probably got some really cool ones from Lamore's study.
Yes, I have to.
You'll have to probably translate some of them because he speaks weird languages.
Which apparently I can do.
You can.
I can't
I'll
remember
have to
if
find
I
it.
know.
Oh, there it is. I found it.
I'll have to find out. Oh, I found it.
Ew.
It's right fucking here.
Yeah. Way back when I drew this.
Ew.
It's the map of the city.
Oh, that's so creative.
I think he lives. I think he lives actually down on the second. In the second ring. Maybe. I don't remember. It's been a while. Oh no, he lives in the. I think he lives in the Cliffside Manors. I think. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Okay, so I'll come with you.
Sure.
All right. Okay. So it's bustling city. You're easily able to find the shop.
So, walk in, and greeted by how many brothers?
Just the one.
Just the one.
Just one.
So, I will, say greetings.
Ah, friend, how are you today?
Doing alright. So,
Back so soon, I see.
yes. Feels like...
Flush with cash.
Not really.
Not really.
Brigitte got 14 gems worth 50 apiece.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If she wants to share that knowledge with anyone
she
else.
absolutely is going to divide those gems evenly amongst the party.
Yep.
As well
Emma
as-
was with... Well, then... Yes.
The gems are divided evenly amongst the party.
Yes.
So everybody gets, what, 14 divided by 6?
It's not
2
divided.
and not.
2 and something.
So Brigitte will take whatever is the extra, and everyone else gets 2.
2 gems.
2 gems. So
2
2
gems worth 50 apiece.
So essentially 100 gold if you sell them.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I do actually take my 2.
Yes. But yeah, I will go
So-
ahead and say that is what happens.
I
And
Sue's just
you-
gonna watch the stream later. Be like,
And
no!
you have the 2 scrolls that Brigitte found.
Do you mean? Oh, I
She
have
found
them.
2 scrolls. I'm giving them to you.
Okay.
At
Because
least
we-
for an identify, if nothing else.
Yeah, to figure out what they actually are. If
Okay.
you can cast them or whatever.
I'll be identifying on the way to doing all this stuff, and then I'll have it ready for you by the time
Yeah.
we get back
Sorry.
together.
I just wanted to go ahead and distribute everything before I forgot that they existed because I don't know
That's
that
important.
Susie's going to come back and watch this and I don't want to forget that we had them. So I am
Yes.
distributing them now. So Susie, if you watch this, sorry, I will remember to tell you what I've done, but didn't want to actually forget these items exist because I think that's happened previously
Oh yeah.
where people got items and nobody they didn't get distributed and whoever got it didn't write it down and But yes, so everyone has 2 gems worth 50 gold. So 100 gold and gems that you can sell.
Yep. So I will say I have 2 displacer beast hides. That was
Oh, very nice, friend.
yeah, and was kind of hoping we could possibly get a cloak of displacement made.
Oh, perhaps. Come. And he takes you to the back, where you meet somebody.
What?
I was gonna say, you were ransacking that place some too.
Well, Verity?
Yeah.
No, Verity didn't take anything but that ball.
Well, you should have
Yep.
taken more.
I was trying to, and no one wanted to help.
I know, Verity took the... Oh, Jesus. I do that.
Jesus.
May?
I bought, like, nothing.
How much?
I don't have to tell you anymore.
You don't have
can
to. I was just
lie.
asking.
I'm broke. What are you talking about?
Whatever.
Let's see what
I want to
happens.
see you 2 perception off.
I know.
I don't care. Like I was,
No.
I'm literally about to have them make this cloak for you.
Yeah,
because
Verity is going
I don't
along.
want it because I don't care about getting hit. You people.
You squishies over there, man.
Yeah.
What do you mean by you people?
A squishy.
Did I stutter?
You people.
I love this so
You
much.
squishies.
What does that
Hey,
do?
I have AC 12.
A displacer cloak?
It
I
gives-
think it gives somebody a disadvantage
Yeah,
to hit.
whenever.
That is a monster manual, not
Yeah, whenever.
I'll take one of
whenever
those
someone
too.
targets someone who's wearing that cloak, they have disadvantage to hit until they actually get hit, and then it resets on the next round.
Okay, cool.
So exactly what the displacement
Displacer's
Exactly.
listed. Okay, cool.
That sounds
Yeah,
more like
so-
something that one of our upfront hitters could
Click of
benefit from.
displacement.
Well-
Click of displacement.
It's mainly like the people up front have higher AC, so they're harder to hit anyways.
I mean, but Brigitte is already attuned to maxed on attunements. I could wear it, but I was more concerned with like.
Well, now that she doesn't have the gem, she is not.
Oh.
I don't know what all she has. I didn't look through her items.
Yeah.
But anyways,
My AC is higher than yours, so
Yeah.
you could probably really benefit from that.
I don't care who gets it,
but
but
it's
just,
a good idea. Let's see what it
Yeah.
costs.
I'm not
Verity
even
is
fair.
Verity what you got?
I wouldn't mind. Like I told
Okay.
everybody I was coming.
Verity
so
will hang out with you guys until he hears from Jeff.
That's the reason
or
I skinned
Malleus.
darn things in the first place.
Yeah.
So.
Nice. Yeah. Verity will hang about with everybody until he hears from Jeff or Malleus, whoever gets a hold of him first. We're heading down to the bottom ring.
Yeah, to see where I can play.
Because you've had those 3 or 4 bars that you played at before.
Did MA and
Remember any of that.
MA and
The
Brigitte
bar
come
1,
with us?
bar 2,
I would
bar
assume
3.
so. Like we
Yeah.
didn't tell them that we weren't like.
MA's doing backflips the whole time.
Yeah.
Cloak of displacement, and I have it pulled up if you want.
Mm-hmm. I just looked at it too.
But yeah, and everyone now knows where Malleus lives, so if we decide to split up, then we're good. That is the one thing I will say I don't think the DMG does a very good job about is how do you handle crafting or stores or money.
Or like
Yeah, the fact
scavenging.
that they're like, this is common, uncommon, rare. Like,
And
give
then
me
they-
a
and then
price
it's
point,
like-
you fucker.
Oh no, it gives you a price point. It's a between value though.
Yeah.
So
It's annoying as
like
fuck.
you don't have to answer this right now. We can table this for later. You can do some research.
Yeah,
and
I
do
mean,
whatever.
you can just have the
What?
oh, is it ripped?
Oh.
And I also wanted to see if they could
Yeah, it's mine.
look into
Because it doesn't have Susie's name in it.
into crafting a wand of lightning bolts if they don't already have one.
No. Because it's literally, you guys I think have just been in the shop maybe a day or two ago.
Okay, well then.
And they haven't been able to make anything relatively new.
Okay.
Something I'm inquiring about. I thought about using that as my boon, but then you made it more specific, so I don't think that was one of the options, right?
Yeah, it can't be magical.
I mean, you could just give me 25,000 of just gold. Right, here. Dragon Brothers.
Yeah, I mean,
I
then
own you now.
I'm waiting to see what the costs are before I use my boon, because
Oberon, get out your checkbook.
Essentially, man.
Bitch, I need you to buy this for me.
I need to go shopping.
My sugar daddy.
I know, right? I mean, you could. You don't have to give an answer right now.
Exactly.
You can
I'm
always
just-
have You can have the Dragon Brothers say, hey, let us take this back and look over everything, come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
I
Let
might do
us-
that because.
Should I leave the 2 hides with you, or
So are you looking for 1 or 2?
can you make 2 out of this?
As you skin 2 displacer beasts.
Yeah,
Correct.
because we
And we
killed
rolled really
2.
high to so they were near perfect. So
Yeah, there were high rolls for those. I vaguely remember that.
Yep.
It seems so long ago.
Because it was.
A month and a
It
half.
was like 2 months ago. 2 months.
like I said, no rush.
Yeah, since you guys rolled so high on those particular checks, I'll say that we can make 2 out of them. So give me until next session.
Cool.
Okay. Did anyone else want to go anywhere or do anything?
I need to buy some stuff.
What were you looking for?
I'm just gonna get some bags of holding.
Oh, that's right. You wanted those. For the bookies!
So they don't have bags of holding in stock. They can make one for you. Again, let me get back to you on the price.
Yeah.
I want to get like several.
1 bag of holding can hold a shit ton.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's so bags of holding.
You don't know how many books I know.
Well, my bag of holding held all of the books that you kept.
Those are just the ones that I got from
Lamore.
Laymore's house.
I love that he's Laymore forever now. Y'all are weird.
God can help.
So let's see. Bag of holding. Bag can hold up to 500 pounds, not exceeding a volume of 64 cubic feet, and it weighs 15 pounds regardless of its content.
That's a
Yeah, it's a
lot
heavy
of
bag.
books, like
Okay.
Yeah, you'd probably be okay with one.
Alright.
Want 12.
I mean, that's where
I
I
mean,
was
that's the
going.
number of books that Drawley would
I mean-
like to carry around.
Want 12. It's like, oh, wait a
AKA,
minute.
she wants a library.
Hold
She
on.
wants a portable
12
library.
by 15 pounds.
you're better
apiece.
off with a portable hole
Are you
at
in-
that point.
Yeah.
Are you encumbered?
But anyway, so yeah. It will take them at least a week to make it. And I'll get you the price.
Convenience.
Well, it was the way the last time because I
Yeah.
had him.
That's what
his
he
menu
got
was a
you.
week. So I just have to remember the prices that I told him because I don't want to overinflate for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I, Verity, would like to go to that hair salon.
Okay. They are. God help me. Was that regular day?
It was just the other day.
You walk in. We just did that.
No, because
It was before.
Verity
Yeah.
saw them before we went to Cinnabar, before we did any
Yep.
of that, because they were one of the missing people places. So it has been quite a while since he's seen them.
So I'll be back. Like, we just got that yesterday. What the fuck?
What the fuck happened?
So yeah, you walk in and the. Did I decide who what?
When? Where?
How?
Why?
The fuck?
Who is Gamora?
I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora? I love you all so much. This is just like the greatest.
Are you sleeping right now? Are you sleeping?
So you walk in and the shop is bustling, and you see a dragonborn there, and they are thin but doing pretty well, you would gather. And you remember vaguely from the description that this is the individual that you guys helped find. And you see the person who cut your hair the last time, busy with a client, and they look over and they go, "Oh my God, what did you do?"
I had a bad breakup.
Oh my love. Mimnos, darling, you have to help him right now. You can't let that keep. You can't. And Mimnoth looks up and goes, "Oh my lord. Come. And she just takes you to the back, and proceeds to pamper you beyond all recognition.
Is this like the Dragonborn that I think we rescued? Oh.
Yes.
Does she seem to recognize me at all?
It takes a moment.
Oh, that's right. We're like heroes in this town too.
Yes, in some places, yeah.
It takes a moment before there's a wait. Like they're in the middle of washing your hair,
Yeah.
and they're like looking down at you, and they go, "Wait a minute."
Hi.
Verity's gonna get too used to this pampering shit because Lamore was doing it.
Yeah.
Now this is what
Can I have
the
grapes
Dragon
now,
Boy's
too?
doing.
Good
like,
luck, Jeff.
Nope.
And
You know, Lamore did my cuticles. Like, fuck off.
there's they go from being like peppy and like happy to just like they kind of rinse their hands off and just like kneel down beside you and hug you.
Oh.
And she was like, "Thank you, thank you so much."
Of course, that's what good people do. They help people.
And like she pulls away a little bit and like takes your face in your hands and like dragon snout to forehead kisses you. He's like, "Whatever you need, you can always come here. You are always welcome here.
Thanks.
Now let's get this hair fixed."
Yeah, I'm not very good at cutting it myself.
What did you do?
Well, my ex, kidnapped my brother, and then I was there, and then he, like, held me hostage, and was like, "I'm gonna destroy the world if you don't be with me forever, but I'm gonna do that anyway, so haha."
What a terrible person.
And then my friend saved me, and,
The same ones who rescued me and the others with me?
mhm.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
And-
gosh, sweetie.
And then I got really drunk and decided that I didn't want anything he touched, so I was like, I'm gonna cut off all my hair. And I couldn't get my horns because they're hard, and so then I was like, yeah, but I was drunk. So it didn't go good. But
Everything he touched, shouldn't you have stripped nude?
he might have, you don't know that.
I mean, I would have noticed when you came out of the house.
But yeah, she finishes washing your hair and then she takes you and basically, so what all did Verity cut off? Like just like the sides and what was in between his horns he couldn't get to?
Yeah, so he kind of just like whatever he could easily get to. It's not even, it's just sort of whatever he could get a hold of in a drunken haze. So it's not at all even in what's been cut where.
I
Okay.
don't know, I wouldn't be against like things that they have like magical hair growth tinctures either. So
It's true.
So they trim everything up and they actually kind of get it into this
cute little bob.
actually I almost imagine it like they trim up the back and make it nice and short and then like
Like a palm.
really help get everything nice and curly on the top. So it kind of spills down the front side of his face.
It's very dramatic.
Wait, so it's short on the sides and back. It spills down one side of the face.
Maybe.
That looks familiar.
But probably also on the other side.
Yeah, it's probably like the undercut over
Yeah.
here too. So, okay. Where can I go to buy some fucking ridiculous clothes? I want loud and colorful and pretty.
Let me. So you stay here, and she goes to the back and grabs a nice chilled like fruit juice, and puts it in your hands and is
Good
like,
luck, Jeff.
"Stay here. Let me go grab my girlfriend."
I was
So
gonna say,
she-
this was a taken woman. She's not making moves.
No. I'm talking about you have a high
He's
High
gonna be
standard of
expected.
quality.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Griffith, I'm gonna go get Finwin. Hold on. Just get everyone. This is a crisis. I've got to fix it." And so she like bolts out the house
Yeah, look
or
what you did.
out the store.
I'm so sorry. Please continue as normal. Everything's fine.
And about 30 minutes later, Mimnoth comes back with her girlfriend Fenway, who you guys had also met when you like investigated the house. And almost instantly you get another tearful hug.
Oh God, please no.
First.
And
So I can look like anyone and avoid this shit.
and Finwin is like, Mimnoth told me that you needed help with clothing. I know the perfect person. So I'm gonna take you there, and we're gonna fix it.
Okay.
Question mark.
Verdi's not expecting this. He just wanted a recommendation.
And Mimnoth is gives you some like shampoo and conditioner and just like shoves them in your bag, and it's just like, whenever you need us, just come back, okay? We've got you.
Thank you.
And
Just sort of give her
yeah.
a hug. Be like, you're doing so good. I'm so proud of you.
And she's actually about a head taller than you.
Yeah.
And so she just kind of puts her dragon head like right on your on the top of your head between your horns. When she
you're
hugs
only
you
like
back.
9 feet tall.
I know. I'm 12 feet tall. She's a huge dragon.
Jesus Christ.
You completely ruined it because Carolyn was like, Verity's 7 feet tall, right? And I'm like, no.
For the viewers, I just want y'all to be aware that Andy turned this episode from a combat-heavy episode to a self-care, and we should all be thankful because this is amazing.
To a dump your bad bay and get yourself a nice haircut.
Right?
Treat yourself!
Yeah, Verity is trying to get out of his funk and just say, fuck it.
Like I say, Verity is as tall as Ozgy, right?
But yes, Verity will just sort of give her a big hug. Be like,
And you
"You're
get
doing
another
so
dragonborn
good."
kiss to the forehead.
Yeah, you're doing so good.
Thank you again. You brought me home.
Of course. Where else would we bring you? This is where you're supposed to be.
Whenever you need anything, seriously, just come by.
Okay.
But yeah, then Finn like grabs your arm and just like yeets you out the room, and takes you. Yes,
That's a strange
exactly.
Verity
Verity
is, at this point, Verity is kind of hoping somebody messages him to help. But he's just like, oh, what is happening? I've made a mistake. Man, the risk I took was calculated, but I am learning I am very bad at the risks I take.
You're bad at math.
No.
She takes
No.
you to
No.
She takes you to a shop that is run by someone who is just as equally as kitschy
Mm-hmm.
as her girlfriend and her.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately you walk in, it is bright colors, oddly cut clothing, like asymmetrical cuts, that kind of stuff. Beautiful. Oh, Susie's here.
Hey.
Beautiful embroideries, designs, that kind of stuff. And I'm going to pause for a moment while the door opens.
Dramatic pause and reveal.
I'll look at it. I'll look at the door. I'll look at the door.
Why everybody fucking decided to stop and fucking stare? Rather than continue on with the fucking game?
We love you!
Her face. Like, oh, alright.
It was my idea.
Okay, so
so
we're in the super kitschy shop.
yes, and just imagine super modern like design, colors, and she's like, "This is it.
It's perfect.
Yes. What do you need?"
I'll take the law.
It's gonna sound really stupid, but my ex always picked out what I wore, so I have no idea. But I
Then-
want something obnoxious. I want
What
to
do
be
you like?
obnoxious.
What colors do
Fur.
you like?
Just sort of.
Red and yellow and stripes.
Okay. Well, then let's look for that.
Okay.
So she joins you in your search for red, yellow, and striped.
Have fun
They
with
don't
that.
have to
Oh
be
my
all
God.
together.
This is gonna get disadvantage on stealth checks after a while.
Oh my god, I just realized that. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah,
But yeah,
we're gonna have to look at it
she
all
pulls
the
out
time.
like just a variety of
Oh, Rando's
colors.
in front. He doesn't
And
have
it's not even that she's
Maybe
she's
some
just trying to
sunglasses.
find things that
Yeah.
attract you.
Yeah.
And
My
she has
goggles,
she's
like,
not
nope.
trying to like influence you in any way.
Wait, don't those enhance
But
your
it's just
vision?
another pair of eyes to find
the
things
dark.
that you may like.
Yeah,
Okay.
which means they make things brighter. You're
Um,
gonna look and be like,
My retinas.
So
I
yeah,
have to
Ver-
roll a disadvantage because I'm blind.
so yeah, Verity will look around at a bunch of different stuff, just a little overwhelmed at all the choices and options, and just kind of desperate to get out of what he's wearing. and just kind of, he'll probably end up with like fairly basic-ish stuff, nothing too ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Keyword there.
Yeah. Well, I'll leave you to describe that.
Yes. So he's probably gonna have like black and gray striped pants. So they're stripy, but they're not obnoxious, so to speak.
To like Beetlejuice?
Yeah, kind of.
Just think of that.
But those are black
But-
and white.
Yeah, it's more gray
It's
instead
gray
of white.
more
yeah,
than
okay,
a white, so it's not quite
so like
as
pinstripe.
striped. Yeah, kind of a
Ooh, yeah.
kind of a
Oh, yeah.
tight skinny jean fit.
Alright.
Pinstripe pants.
All right, digging it.
Nice boots.
Pants.
So boots that
and-
will stare at instead of M&M's?
Maybe. Well, now Verity's butt is
Boots
fully
and
revealed.
pants.
It's not under a
And
coat
boots and
anymore,
pants and
so
boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants.
and then for a shirt, he's just not gonna wear one. No.
I can't see this created in The Sims.
But no, actually, he probably, like, when he's changing and stuff, he's probably just gonna honestly be shirtless for a while, because he's just marveling at not actually having scars and not actively bleeding. Like, that is
Makes
just
sense.
weird for him right now.
He's gonna be in the changing room. Someone's gonna look in. He's just like,
Yeah.
like, ooh, shirt.
He'll
Keep your shirts to
find-
yourself.
So he's, let's say he finds, like, a low V-neck shirt that's, like, a soft pink.
Okay.
Does Verity have chest hair?
No.
Okay. It's just bare.
No. Yeah. So soft pink. And he's not gonna get any kind of jacket or anything.
Okay.
And that's what he's gonna. And new boots of some sort, shoes of some sort,
Okay.
The trilby.
maybe. But yeah. So that's what we'll settle on for now.
Okay.
Does this go together?
It looks amazing, and the pink really complements your skin. Oh my god, you're so cute.
And he's still kind of self-consciously is trying to like pull the V-neck like closed because he's used to having that scar there, but there's not there anymore, so he's kind of weirding himself out.
But
I want to show it all, but I don't. But I do. But I don't. But I do.
But I do.
But I don't.
I'm so torn and dark and tortured in my baby pink shirt.
I do, but I shan't. It's Christmas.
and she is like, well, you're good to go then.
I need to pay.
No, I already did it.
But you didn't have...
You brought my girlfriend home.
Well, they paid me to do that too, and it was the right thing to do, so that's like its own reward and stuff.
Ram
Yeah,
doing
but-
says,
Somewhere where I'm doing is like, what?
Suddenly you hear
A sigh
I don't know
echoes
if we
in my
went-
head.
If we went with
Go
You
on,
should
take the
not.
money and run.
She kind of puts her hands on your shoulders, which are slightly.
Yeah.
She's an elf. No, is she? Yes.
So she's like,
Well, and Verity, is.
8 feet tall.
So she's like, no amount of money can ever truly make up for the fact that you brought my girlfriend home. So, just accept it, please. It's my way of saying things.
Only if you two stay happy and awesome together and stuff.
I think.
By the way,
I
all
don't
that shit
think
was on the
that'll be a
clearance rack
problem.
anyway. No one wanted it.
Kiss the top
so
of
you're
her
really
head.
doing us.
And she gives you like a big.
That was last year's fashion.
Also-
It's kind of gaudy to be in it now.
I would really, really like it if maybe one day I could like paint your party
Yeah.
and do like really awesome like heroic poses because I think that would make a really.
Oh, I
cool
was
video.
totally thinking something else.
So did I. I was like, wait.
I was
what?
like, we're body painting now?
Draw
Okay.
me like one of your
That's
French
my thought
gals.
too. For whatever reason, I don't know why. I was like,
You know, if you really want something that could be really cool and interesting and showy to paint,
In body painting.
if you're down for maybe a little roughness,
Oh my.
our bard puts on a pretty cool show with lights and stuff you've never seen before. He'll be performing tonight at one of the 3 bars in the lower ring. But it's always something spectacular. I think you and your girlfriend might like it.
I think I've heard of it before. Never gone down
Lead?
there.
His performing name is Led. I'm waiting for her to be like, oh my god!
she knows nothing.
I'm not really big into like the music scene, but you know, I mean, I'm sure Memnoth would like it, so sure, we'll go.
It's really visually pretty too. He
Okay.
does a lot of lights effects, and he's cute.
I have something already in mind before Verity started on this. It's gonna be like, oh.
Alright then. I guess we'll keep an
Ooh.
ear out.
Yeah, I'll see you there tonight if you go.
Cool.
Just know that I had what I had in mind before you went on that.
Boy, oh boy.
Alright.
Verity's gonna lose whatever goodwill he won.
So I had in mind what I had in mind. I changed songs because I had in mind what I had in mind.
Okay. But yeah, after that, Verity's probably gonna go down to like the poor section and just like give money out.
Okay.
Not like a lot, but
Like a gold here and there.
yeah, he'll probably drop like 50 gold.
Okay.
Generous, so generous.
Okay. So yeah. You spend the rest of the, we'll say about an hour or two, just free-loving people with money. You guys spend, we'll say, maybe about 2 hours in the shop discussing prices, and we'll discuss that later.
Yeah, because that'll give Bree and MA an option if they want to look for anything or anybody else wants to buy anything too. I mean, it doesn't sound like we're leaving the area immediately, so cool. And then you're gonna do a show. Do you actually message Verity about where the show is gonna be?
I don't know where it's going to be yet.
Oh, okay.
We haven't gotten
Sorry,
that far.
I went potty and I wasn't sure what I missed
Not that
because
much.
I have a teeny tiny bladder.
You missed them talking about things.
Okay.
So,
So,
any three able to accommodate me for the night?
yeah.
All three. They're now fighting over.
They're having a bidding war.
Oh,
What?
nothing.
I'm trying to think if there are any magic items I want while I'm here.
I know that.
I would actually like learn about magic items because I know fuck all about useful items.
You okay?
There is the Thirsty Loot, the Dragon Belly, the Dragon's Nest, and the Sing and Surf.
I'm 4. Well, shit.
Oh my god.
Or excuse me, the Dragon Belly is a part of the Dragon's Nest.
Yeah, the Dragon Belly is the and
And the Blue Boar Tavern. So the Blue Boar Tavern, the Sing and Surf, the Dragon Belly, and the Thirsty Loot. Those are the 4 taverns down on the south side, or third ring, 4th side, whatever.
Any of them kind of rougher than the others?
I want to say I think the Blue Boar Tavern and the Thirsty Loot are the 2 roughest, if you will.
I'll ask a blue boar if I can play.
Okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oh, those decks are pretty.
21.
Okay. Very easily are you able to secure the evening.
My persuasion's plus 11.
I know your persuasion's ridiculous.
I
can't say anything though.
And they are looking forward. They've heard of your exploits from one of the other tavern keepers and are looking forward to having that sweep of income into their own tavern.
Blue boar, an hour. More words to fill it up to 25.
Okay.
And down to 2.
Verity will reply, okay, I've been telling people about it.
Other words to fill up to 25.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah
Blah, blah,
blah. Okay.
I'm doing the best.
This is
and,
Bojack. Horseman, of course.
Alright.
And
Now you have the unicorn in your show too.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
you could ride
Now would not be the good time to have the unicorn.
Oh boy, what have I sent this poor couple into? I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Now I'm scared. If he doesn't even want the unicorn to show, what's gonna happen?
Right, no! Show! I will attempt to find you guys and tell you where the show is going to be.
You're like, I'll use my own sending it. Oh.
I'll use my own sending. Hey! 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 Jeff!
I mean, I went back to Malleus's after we left the Dragon
Yeah.
Brothers, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
probably
has
will go
several
by.
large meat pies ready and waiting for you guys. The house is it's small. It's like a kitchen, a living room, and a bedroom.
But at least it wasn't Rip Van Winkle.
No.
No, it's as if he never left.
He basically didn't.
Essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
I actually rolled for it too.
Nice.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
There's a table in one of the books that you can roll to find out how much time is passed into the Feywild Wilds.
So we lucked out.
Yep, because it's either pretending on how much time has passed, you can either go back in time, or it's like
That would have been
Oh,
hilarious.
is it either back in time or is it like
I was like,
minutes?
There are
That-
missing
there's no
people.
way.
What the fuck? We already did this.
I know, we go back and redo that quest.
No.
The fuck?
No.
Oh my god, no.
I wasn't ready.
Oh boy. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Verdi would go back to
Yeah,
Malleus's
so
place.
either
Yeah.
so between 1 and 2 days become minutes. Days become hours, no change. Days become weeks. Days become months, or days become years.
So we could have been gone for.
like 14 years.
Shit, I really
Were
went
we
out of
gone
it.
for 2 weeks full? I don't think.
Well, I guess mean no time because that's technically it says no change.
Yeah.
So I guess technically the time that you were gone and the perception of your own time is actually how much time has passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just say
Whatever.
about minutes, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Whatever.
But yeah,
We've already
you
put
didn't.
that long in it.
Yeah, you didn't
Well,
end
and
up
we
years.
were in the air. We were in the park talking for a minute before we went anywhere, anyway. So we weren't, you know, it was
Whatever.
It was a few minutes before we found Mushroom.
Whatever.
All right, I will. You said you're playing in an hour.
Yeah.
Shit. Marcus Verdi will run by Malleus's place. Be like, Jeff is playing at the blue board.
You gotta take these meat pies. with
Like
you.
now.
Like now, I'm going to the show. I'll be back.
Verity.
Meat pie to go.
Yeah, Verity gives Malleus gives Verity a meat pie to go.
Running and nomming. If anybody wants to come, they're welcome.
Yeah, I'll take my meat pie to go.
Meat pie to go.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Meat pies on the run. New business model. Emma would excel at that.
Yes, you really will.
Okay.
Fastest meat pies in the land.
It's like Jimmy John's.
It's like
but for
Jimmy
meat
John's.
pies.
Minotaurs.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Run into the tavern.
So, and I swear I had this in mind
Mhm.
before you went.
I hope we can bring outside food.
Oh, I'm not. The food's not making it to the tavern.
Oh, okay. I don't know how far away this place is, so.
It's a bit of ways because
It's-
Malleus is at the top of the thing and we're going to the
Bottom
bottom.
of the stairs.
So it's
Ray's
we
a little
gon-
bit of a nibbler, so.
We gonna be running.
Run in, and
Yeah,
run
we
in,
gonna be
in.
running.
So, you've heard of Guar, right?
Oh no.
No idea what
Oh
that is. I'm
no.
not sure I
So-
want to know based on
Oh
that reaction.
no.
Just go ahead and spell it for me.
GWAR.
Oh boy. Well, you know, I think they're a pretty cool couple. So.
So, I'm going to be up there.
The
I'm going to.
Greater Albuquerque Association.
No, the band. Guar, the band.
Probably put band after your search. Dare
I
that.
was like, it's realty?
No.
He's gonna be a real estate agent on the state, and you get a house. Oh God, okay.
John Gar?
GWAR. Like. W.
Oh, I thought you meant double A.
No.
Oh, WAR. Yeah, not double
Okay.
A. Uh huh.
All right.
My bad.
This is going to be interesting.
So, I'll be up on stage.
Uh huh.
Oh. Fuck this place.
I will have kind of beefy goat's legs that have like studded, like big spiked thigh pads.
Mm-hmm.
My upper half will be like really like yoked out, buff. Kind of looks like orcish, but red.
Okay.
Definitely like an orc's face with like a jutting lower jaw and giant tusks.
Okay.
Ridiculously large shoulder pads.
Uh huh.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
with big spikes coming off of that.
Mhm.
Gotta have the shoulder pads.
Gotta have the shoulder pads.
So are you making like a World of Warcraft orc? Is that what I'm hearing right now? That's
I
what
mean,
it
that's
sounds
sort
like.
of
Kind
the
of, but with
aesthetic.
like satyr legs sort of thing going on because there's
Half
balls
orc, half goat.
All guar.
Yeah.
I don't actually have the cuttlefish of Cthulhu, which is the name of the phallus that Odorous wears.
Sure.
They are a wild.
Oh yeah,
They are
look
a
up
wild group.
cuttlefish of Cthulhu.
I'm not sure I want that in my search.
You don't.
Now you sound like
All
it
right.
may. Because Craig says that all the time.
I don't know if I want that in my search.
I don't know if I want that in my search. But
So.
that gurgling, that's the singer. This is not actually Guar, by the way. That's Vengeance for Nothing. That's Blunt Force Trauma.
Yeah,
They're a Japanese band.
Blood Force Trauma or Guar?
Blunt Force Trauma.
Oh.
Nogor says that it was created in 1984 in Virginia.
No, Guar is an international or interstellar rock group that has been around for millions of years.
Oh.
Ah.
Just
That's
ask
what
them.
Wikipedia is saying.
Right. Sure.
Hey.
28.
All right. It doesn't take long before the
And the
house
heavy
is
crowd is
packed. There is very little to no standing room. It is, elbow to elbow, shoving, mosh pit kind of thing going on. But the drinks are flowing. And it's a wild, wild party.
Verity is gonna attempt to mosh.
Oh
You're
shit.
gonna stab somebody.
Roll a dex save.
Well, as long as you go forward.
Roll a strength check.
I know.
Ramduin's there for one song. It's like, this isn't my shtick.
Retreat.
I mean, it's not really meant to be.
Yeah. Do you want me to make any kind of roll for surviving the mosh
He
pit?
was there to support
I do,
you.
just for giggles.
And then
Okay.
it was like, I
Make a con
was
save.
here. I bought a drink for the bar. The bar knows.
To see if you
will-
manage to survive the 3. Nope. You have a very, very large headache coming on from all of the headbanging. And you do see Mimnoth and Finwin.
I will try to go.
Finwin?
I will try to go over to them.
Finwin.
Oh, actual cuttlefish are so ugly. They're
I
so
know.
cute.
Yeah, I will try to make it over to them against the crowds.
Okay, make a strength check to get through the crowds.
Let's try these. 1. That's a 2 minus 1.
You don't really get anywhere.
Shit.
Parkour.
Yeah, can I
They're
try
jumping on
and
people's heads.
crowd surf over to them?
Sure. I don't really know what that would be.
Acrobatics.
Sure.
Yeah,
Acrobatics.
that's what I saw one of the pictures. So.
Yeah, that down there.
It's much better.
Yeah.
17.
All right. You manage to get surfed around and eventually end up right beside them, and they are. If Mimnoth is like having the time of her life, Finwin doesn't look like she's all into it, but she's just happy that Mimnoth's having
Yeah,
it.
so I'm gonna across the crowd.
You just see a tiefling go cruising across the
In all
crowd
these bright colors.
Yeah, he's only wearing bright pink.
in a bright pink shirt.
Yes.
Pretty hard to miss.
Yeah.
15 foot tall tiefling.
Purple hair and purple skin and a pink shirt.
Completely in tune with the music, absolutely.
Always
matches perfect. But yeah, Verity will just go like, yeah, you can.
All right. And they're like, and Finwin's like, yeah, it's something.
It's not always like this. It's always different.
Oh, okay.
But he was one of the people that saved everybody too.
Oh,
He didn't look like that at the time, because he doesn't look like anything for very long.
that's weird.
That's a choice.
That's true.
It's a choice. Well played.
Yep. Can't argue that logic.
was.
It is a choice. But yeah, Mimnoth eventually does grow tired. You can tell that while she's getting better, still recovering. So she does tend to tire out after about like an hour's, and is very quickly trying to get out. Yes.
So, Ray read in a book, one of the books.
The Xbox turned itself on. It's fine, but it does it to try and update.
Oh. So she read about capoeira.
Oh God. Oh God, what is about to happen here?
So she's feeling the music, right?
Oh no.
Hold on.
She wants to try to attempt.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Elevator music.
Boy.
Yeah, whatever.
Quick ad break for Led's show. Gonna have our sponsored break.
Tip your waiters.
Yeah, the barkeep comes out. Barkeeps come out, you know. Hey, make sure that you buy.
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
That's what Adrali is doing.
That's what I sound like, too. Just kidding.
Well, it's like she's talking about doing capoeira, and it's like, wait a minute. In this video, people are literally doing capoeira.
Oh boy, alright.
Yeah.
Well,
so she's going to try. She's been reading up on it. And
make an athletics check.
Oh no.
let's see how well this goes.
I believe in you. It doesn't help you at all.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
kind of in the back, you know, where I normally hang out, but I'm just getting really, like, into the
But
music.
it's packed. There's no room.
But I'm in the back.
There's no room.
But I'm in the back. Thank God it moved. I got a 15.
Hey, it's not bad
You
at
don't
all.
fall on your face. You don't manage to kick anyone. And you manage to get one of the weird, I think they have a move where they like spin on their shoulders with their feet in the back in the air.
Wow.
Excuse me. After setting yourself up, you do manage to pull that off, and then you know, people actually see you, and they're like,
Woo!
I'm a little surprised I pulled it
As
off
Verity
myself.
is crowd surfing.
Verity crowd surfs by. Woo! That's my friend!
so yeah, you managed to pull off one of the moves that you've read about.
I'm beside myself.
I'm gonna try and help get the pair out without them being too jostled.
Okay.
I'm not a very good bodyguard, probably, but I will do my best to help
Give
them.
him the horn.
Yeah, I will do my best. I will maybe use
How?
like a little.
How
Like
are Verity's
intimidation.
horns? Like, how are they?
They point
just-
up
Yeah.
a little bit.
Oh, okay. So all you have to do is just...
Just charge through the crowd.
Well, remember, he's 85 feet tall, so he's got a really...
So really, it's a deep bend.
It is very deep.
So I'm
Yeah, they
gonna.
only come up to about here on him, so...
I'm gonna
you
use.
just kick
I'm
at
gonna use
that point.
sneak attack. No.
Oh God, he's dead!
Oh well, he's not in your way anymore, is he?
Well, that's a commoner.
Bonfire!
Yeah.
Oh no! Fire marshal, get them out of there. They're over capacity. It's gonna be a bloodbath.
I'm gonna use like prestidigitation to basically like
Move!
make stuff like.
Bitch!
Get out
No,
the way!
no.
Yeah, Ludacris starts playing.
So basically,
Just
I'm
like,
gonna
this is
kind
my
of
concert.
use it to create. It says I can chill or warm, so I'm basically gonna like chill the backs of people to try and get them to kind of like ugh and move.
Okay,
That's the unique usage of that spell.
that
think
is.
I've
I
ever
like it.
heard.
Yeah, I'm trying. I mean, like Verity knows he's not gonna be able to muscle his way through the crowds to help them.
It's almost like if people get like touched by like
Yeah.
cold fingers
Yeah.
to the back of their neck, and they're like ah, and then
Yeah.
like you just watch them like jump. Up.
Yeah, like that is definitely one way to do that.
And yeah, you managed to get them right out the door. I wanted to see how effective that was. I rolled a nat 20 for you.
But yeah, Verity.
On the way out, the one gets a roundhouse kick to the face from Red.
Ow!
What was that? It all just kicks me in the head!
Sorry.
But yeah, Verity will give them both big hugs. Goodbye, and tell them that they're best and just basically like super pep talk.
Yeah.
Super pep talk to them.
And they're pep talking you back. It's like pep talk of pep talks.
Yeah. You guys are just what I needed to get over everything, so thank you. Yeah.
Just what I
Well, if you ever need anything, seriously, come by.
I will.
There's always a spot on our couch or
And if you
the
guys
salon.
ever need anything, there's a nerd at the university named Malleus. That's my brother, and he can get a hold of me. So if you ever need anything, also he desperately needs a makeover, but I can't talk him into it.
You can do capoeira too.
You seem them not like,
No.
oh really?
Racing.
Yeah, so I
and then
think
back to
what,
the end,
I
and I
think
won
what I
again.
might do
Shocker.
is
How
like,
are you winning these?
who knows?
I wonder.
Don't worry about it.
Like, how are you winning these?
Craig is gonna come back and
I
just be
can't
like,
wait
what
to
the
tell.
hell?
He's gonna be like, oh really?
Oh yeah, then
He did he?
It's gonna be nothing but race offs between those two now.
Something might have involved him giving me a head start and or me casting Gust of Wind and then concentrating so that he's always getting pushed back.
That's amazing. That would be hilarious.
It was just a windy day. I ran through it. Why couldn't
I
you?
ran through it just fine. I don't know what was wrong
I
with
don't
you.
know.
Hopefully he doesn't do another insight check and Ramduin's going again. Oh god, this is great. Yeah. But yeah, we're just like, yeah, I'll get my brother over to you guys one day. But if you ever need anything, you can talk to him and he can get a hold of me.
You said his name was Malleus?
Mhm.
Alright.
Mallius.
Alright.
With the
We'll keep that
W's.
we'll keep that in mind.
Mwah.
And they go hand in hand into the night.
30. Goes back in.
And it's back on top of the crowd.
Yeah. Verity is basically trying to keep himself on top of the crowd so that he does not have to deal with
Getting elbowed
getting
in the face.
smashed. So Verity is just attempting to just.
There's just a tiefling surfing the crowd the entire night.
And occasionally when Adrale does something cool or when Jeff says something cool, Verity's just like,
So
That's
it
my
is.
friend!
It is an epic night that lasts long into the early hours of the morn.
Ram doing this asleep long before.
Yep.
The
Malleus
night.
doesn't wait up either. He like gets pallets set out for you and MA and Brigitte and just like, well, if you need anything, my room's just down here. Good night. He toddles off to bed.
Pallets, so they're sleeping on like wood skids.
It's very comfy.
Oof.
Ram doings were used to worse, so.
Hi, Orcs Make Beautiful Lover.
But yeah, it's like probably the inch thick bedding or whatever.
How was Deer Man?
Doesn't matter because
Oh,
you won't be
gosh.
sleeping on that
I mean, I
anyway,
won't,
So.
That's what Orcs wants to know.
Dear Man is good. Dear Man and Verity have broken pact. They've broken ways now. They're not connected anymore. I was so scandalized I threw my die.
You missed me. Do capoeira.
You can do it again. See,
Once is enough.
how long are you staying at the show?
Oh, I'm probably gonna head back to the inn, like maybe an hour later after they all get back, and I'm gonna pull out some sweets that I took from the Feywild that are with me. I'm gonna nom nom and read lots of the books that I have and start translating or continue translating.
Okay. Shoulders just. All right.
Well, I guess I would have just left those books out on there for you, so.
Well, I got them from you before we went off to the show.
I could have just unloaded them.
Yeah.
Or
in
you
the
did
house.
that.
Yeah.
Sure.
You have to reach in and think about it. Because if you turn it upside down, nothing comes out.
I know. I just like the aesthetics of book.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Verity will try to stick around to the end of the show.
Okay.
Make it
Going
on-save?
significantly less as the crowds start to thin.
You assume the crowd thins.
I know, I do. I'm doing it too. Let's see if Verity can make it that long. He's had a hard few days.
Roll that con check.
Mm.
Hmm. Hmm.
58!
I saw what you rolled, so.
That's a 5.
Oh, wow.
You are exhausted. By like midnight, you are exhausted.
I'm gonna go to the bar. Do you serve coffee? Do you serve keep me awake?
No, I serve beer and ale
We got both kinds, country and western.
and some wine. Yeah, and water. Yeah, sure, we've got water.
I'll take
Water.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. I am literally. I am going to prestidigitation the water to be cold, and I am going to fling it on my face.
The barkeep's like,
I'm trying to make it to the end of the show.
ah. It is a jolt to the system. You made the water quite cold.
Oh, I hate that spell. I'm gonna try.
All right.
Do I roll it again?
Okay, sure, go roll.
I literally rolled a 5 again.
Oh, wow. You need more cold water.
So Verity probably just falls asleep at the bar. He's awake for a little while after the hot water.
He gets about an hour
After the-
and then just clunk.
And then
Do your horns get stuck in the wood at the
no,
bar?
because
Okay.
his horns are up and back, so they don't.
Well, I didn't know if him
Yeah.
or he accidentally stabs.
He might break a glass if the glass isn't. I don't know.
No.
Uh,
All right.
My question is, looking the way I do,
Wait, what do you look like?
Half orc, half goat.
yeah. Remember I mentioned the
Oh.
half goat legs,
Okay,
with the
right,
studded
I'm
thigh
sorry.
pads, and
I was thinking you were still Malleus.
No.
With the goat.
That would
Rock
be-
show as a nerd.
That would be amazing. Malleus never lives down this reputation.
Well, you should definitely do that in the near future.
Oh my
Anyway,
god.
continue.
Just fuck over Malleus.
Or make him insanely popular.
No?
And he will not know what to do with
And he
himself.
would never leave his house again.
He wouldn't.
Is that really a bad thing?
Yes!
That just
Let Mally
means-
have a social life.
just on his
He
own
would have a
terms.
social life. People would love him.
Just on his own terms.
In small groups.
Yeah, so-
Anyways.
I'm just wondering to see who's sticking around for anything like that with someone who looks like that.
You get a few actually, surprisingly.
Some people want the experience.
Yes.
Apparently.
That's exactly what it is.
Well, I will actually spend one of my polymorphs to actually. Okay, now I actually look like that now instead of just the
Illusion.
illusion of it.
Okay.
And away we go.
Away you go. It is an interesting night. And
Imagine at some point I get woken up and kicked out of the bar.
yes, you do. Yeah, about the time when Goat Legs here makes his way out, you get gentle tapping on the shoulder.
Excuse me, sir.
You it's been last call for over an hour. You need to leave.
You don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
I'm just gonna shove 5 gold at them and leave.
All right. Oh, thanks. Thanks.
I will.
Closing time.
I'm gonna watch and see where Goat Legs goes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go. I just want to know where they are. So if I have to find him in the morning, I know a starting point.
I stick out like a sore thumb right now. So.
Yeah. And then probably go back to. Actually, he'll probably just get a room at the Dragon Belly,
Okay.
rather than go and wake up Malleus and everybody.
Okay. All right. The following morning,
8 hours later.
Brigitte, Ime, Edirale, and Rimduin and Malleus are all awoken to the front door slamming open in Malleus's apartment. And a woman in...
Wait, what time is this?
it's probably...
Because unless it's 3 a.m., probably Ramduin and MA are up.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
that's what
say.
I was like. That's exactly why I asked. I'm like,
It's probably close to when you guys are starting to wake up. It's about 5 a.m.
okay.
But the door just busts open. And this woman dressed in pitch black armor with thick pauldrons that have black feathers sticking out of them her horns. She has deep fire red skin, and she has horns that jut
There.
up and way back. They curl.
There.
And they just elegantly curl back. Strapped to her back is this huge glaive. And she walks in and she looks down at all of you and goes, "Where are my brothers?" And that is where we're going to pick up next.
Who is this woman?
Well, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Ramduin, I don't think knows.
No, probably not.
I mean, no.
Led
You showed me that
actually
letter.
Yeah, I did, but
Yeah, it
Let's
doesn't
say-
have
I
any.
don't know
Led
that you would
knows.
make that connection right this second, though.
Yeah, Brian does, but
Yeah. Yeah, Led knows, Verity knows, Malice knows. None of Malice.
I'd like to think Verity and Malice know.
Well, she did just call you her brother.
It's
so-
true, but Verity has 4 sisters.
I don't know that.
You do. He said that like
Oh, do
10
I?
minutes ago in the Feywild.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
That was a whole different plane of existence.
I've forgotten
Nobody
everything
remember.
that happened.
Actually, I think that's a thing too from
you
the
can
Feywild.
forget the Feywild.
You
You
can
can forget
Yeah,
everything.
you can, and like the
Please,
thing-
dear God,
the,
no.
the letter would have had more impact to me than that offhand reference to the fact that you had multiple
Yes.
sisters.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to make a wisdom save. I don't really care about that, and it's been long enough. I don't really care. So.
Isn't it? Can it be controlled by the?
Yeah,
the
I
Fae
feel
as
like
well?
I
So-
feel like Puck could have just been
Yeah.
like, nah, they cool.
Yeah, I think that's basically what happened. Is Puck basically transported you from the time and then right back to where you left.
All right.
But
Takes out.
yes, sorry, we're still on camera.
Well played.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. We will be back in 2 weeks for finding out who this mysterious tiefling woman is. Who
Verity's
has-
sister.
Well, why to spoil it?
You told us, "Where's my brothers?"
Oh, that's right, I did.
Bum, 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 bum.
And we were literally just discussing that.
Wah, wah. We'll find out what she wants.
It's been a long day. It's fine.
I know my plans have been. I bullshitted this entire session, guys. Because I what I had planned didn't happen.
What did you learn?
You're welcome.
Don't give metallic-y trappy bands and let Verity figure out how they
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Verity spent
He
like
could've
2
been-
hours with those suckers learning how they work.
He could have been tied up in rope and gag stuffed in his mouth. You did this to yourself.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, so Monday we have the stream with Susie. We have chill and relax with Vigi Games. We're gonna finish up the epic
Nightmares from the
conclusion
Deep,
of Nightmares from the Deep 2. And then possibly starting on another object findy game. And then Wednesday we will not be having our DM chats, as that is Susie's birthday, and we are going to go out to dinner with her probably, or whatever she chooses to do. And then next Sunday will be the next to last episode of River of Turrycell, so join us at 10 a.m. To find out what happens. And then
July 4th.
July 4th will be the final episode of River of Turrycell. And my God, we're already in July.
And then
In July.
and then after July 4th,
Give me a
will be,
jury and show me how to
Syrill
say "in
that same
July,"
week.
and I'll
Yep.
go down.
So, but yeah, we'll of
Frozen
course you can
peas.
find all of our
Frozen
schedule.
peas.
Should be in the chat.
YouTube.
And yeah, follow us on social, join us in Discord, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you guys on Monday.